And I believe, Barker posted a really well-recorded session 1 from her YouTube. I watched it. It was incredibly weird to hear my own voice from that side, but I watched it.
I know that feeling.
So to surmise, you arrived
So awful.
at the Riverside Inn, met Belkin Bormos and Yanak the Hunter, spent a little time walking around town before heading west into the local forest called the Southwood. On the road, you encountered a caravan of... You never really hammered down on this, but they were rare game traders coming in from the east. And they were having issues with a recently awakened flail snail that hadn't been anesthetized properly. You helped them eventually put it down to some slight distress. After some confrontation later, they headed away north, and you headed away west.
Well chosen words.
You found a hunter's trail. With some good survival rolls, you were able to identify that there were multiple children whose tracks were on this trail. And following that route, carrying on with the narrative around the disappearances, you found a dilapidated shack in a small, isolated clearing. The session ended with Ezra walking up the recently reinforced stairs by Bakker's mending. Never mind, I don't think you actually decided to spend 10 minutes doing that.
No, I did not.
As the stairs were durable enough. It's not like the mountainside shack with Nim. So, before we get into session, anybody have anything to say, add, or ask?
No, I don't think I've got anything.
Yeah.
Very good.
To go.
Hidden Groovy go by. And I hate that I just said that. Welcome back to the dilapidated shack.
What do you think? Think about my about my dinner. Do I go with a jam or do I go with honey?
I have the idea. Both.
Nutella.
A quick reminder, as you guys were heading in, Yanak has agreed to go in with you, but he'll be taking rear guard. Belkin seems excited like a small child, and he has just mentioned, "Smells like evil spirits, yes."
And Ezra lighted his shield, so we have
Yeah.
light.
I did.
Correct.
Thanks.
Can I do a check for any sort of evil spirits?
How are you going to try and going about that?
See if I can sense them. Maybe do like a religion check or something.
To look for traces of haunting. Yeah, if you're proficient in, let's say, Arcana. Be the... Yeah, that's much more Paladin Street than a Warlock's typically.
Hey, I'm a paladin.
Hey, Paladin, do your job.
I'm gonna sniff around.
That's a ranger job.
Anyhow.
Ooh.
Let's
Yeah,
just say we're all doing each other's jobs today.
Yeah.
Any ghosties?
Let's roll a Arcana then.
Okay. And Luke, how are you looking around? Are you using a perception,
Yeah,
or are you going to use...
proficient in religion, if that helps.
It does not.
Nah.
Oh,
Okay, an 8. Looking around, this place is creepy as all hell, but whether that includes ghost haunting or anything like that...
I'd like to check for some difficultly visible things.
Oh! I have divine sense.
You do. Rexus, would you make me a perception check, please?
I'd like to take an arrow and tie some. What's it called? Is it called yarn? No. The thin thing. Oh, what's
Thread?
it called?
Thread?
Thread.
Thread?
Thank you. Some red thread to the end, and shoot it all the way across into the ground here, and then see if it settles on something or not.
Okay. Please make me an attack roll, and we'll deal with divine sense in a second.
Sorry. Just a normal roll, I'm guessing.
Yeah, just a normal roll.
Wow.
Okay. Your shot flies out, ends up kind of clacking off the mantelpiece and falling among the cut logs next to it. The string trailing behind. As it does, the string kind of starts to fall, gets caught a little bit on Ezra's armor, but then he's able to brush it off and falls to the floor. Dips just a little bit into where the floor's missing, leading into the packed earth and wooden beam foundations underneath. Flows over the table and does not catch on anything you cannot physically see.
Good.
Ezra, your divine sense pings out. And while you're not able to get a grasp on where or what, you do get a blip, as this house is certainly not unoccupied.
Wait. But is there an undead within 60 feet?
Something that your divine sense can allow you to trace exists within this building.
Okay. But it says I know the type.
True, it does. I forgot about that. It is definitely undead.
And then would it be behind full cover? Is that why I can't see the location?
Correct.
Mother wrecker. Okay. There's a ghosty. Well,
Is it toasty?
potentially. Something's dead at least.
I'm
Do you
going to
want- do you
step
guys
up
wanna
next
come
to Ezra.
You must be careful. Be careful. If you scare her away, she'll... Well, we won't be able to talk to her or confront her or anything. We need to lure her out. That's how it goes, yes?
Ah,
Do you have any suggestions on that?
So from my experience, we're best served finding something she valued. Something that binds her to this place. That's why she can't leave. There is something that keeps her here. Or, I'm assuming it's a her.
good. I was worried you're going to suggest one of us is going to play a child walking in.
I was going to suggest that.
Yeah,
the
I
case.
thought the
Let's do it.
same.
I mean, if one of you believes you can pull it off, then by all means, I'm game.
I mean, is anyone able to do an investigation check to find an item, maybe?
Can I use my minor illusion to create an image of a small child?
To both questions,
You-
yes.
Like, maybe over here? No, I'm 30 feet only. Like, over
Sis-
here?
Sister, you do realize that we can basically look like, if we go to our normal size, we basically look like children?
I'd
Oh,
probably
yeah.
nominate Robin because
Forgot.
Dottie's green.
Damn it.
Also, just a quick one. So with Divine Sense, it says, I can detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated. Like, would that potentially lead us to...
There is no desecration around you, or consecration.
Okay.
It appears to be a haunted shack, and very little more. However, there is no desecration, which can occur via many means.
Would I know what you're getting at?
Please make me a religion check, and Dusk is welcome to do so as well, if you're sharing with us with the party.
No.
Yeah.
Can I make a nature check or a religion check or something? Because my favorite enemy is undead.
Wow, we're really
Ooh.
religious.
Are you proficient in religion?
Proficient in nature only. Or investigation.
You're welcome to do an investigation for undead, but as far as the desecration route goes, not so
Okay.
much.
But more check for hints of undead. Check for places that they would usually like to hide.
Sure.
Stuff like that. Just basic just currently just what's it called? Just scout perception checking for like
Yeah.
just looking for
Investigation's fine, survival's fine, whatever you think best
Ooh.
suits what you're looking for.
You need to quickly check where it is. No. Favorite enemy. Survival checks. Or an intel checks. Both. Okay. Survival it is. I get advantage because.
That's fine. Zutalur. Yeah. So with Ezra telling you that something is pinging and that there is something undead here, you kind of like post results validate all of that. You can kind of just feel the creep up your spine. But you're not sure if it's real or if it's just in your imagination. My God, those rolls.
It's not on our side already.
I'm gonna walk
So-
further
Great
in.
start.
No, I'm not walking further in. Are you being a child or what's the plan?
I mean, I'll just go inside. I'm better at performing.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I'll hide
So
in.
I minor illusion myself for like that I have normal skin color and that I have like a ball in my hand that I kind of tap on the floor as I go inside, like playing.
Okay, would you please make me a performance check with advantage?
Okay.
Okay. Do you walk across the slightly collapsing floor, creaks underfoot, and you're able to get about as far as the gap in the floor when a chill rushes across the floor, wraps around your feet, just raises the hackles as your hairs start to stand on end. This goes for everybody who stood inside but not outside. From the other side of the collapsed floor, sweeping around the corner, a blue spectral form rushes up and coalesces alongside a shriek of, "Be gone from here! You should not be here! You are not a child!"
I mean, I'm barely of age, if that counts.
Would the ghost be talking to Baka or to me? Because I'm stood in the room with her.
Her eyes are fixed on Peridot in her childlike form.
Okay.
What is this?
Hi, I'm a fairy. And I wiggle my wings, float a little bit in the floor, and turn into my usual small, flavor form. Hi, we just wanted to talk to you.
I don't like being tricked.
I wasn't trying to trick you, we just wanted to catch your attention.
You succeeded.
Yay!
speaking common, by the way.
Mm.
And in a comparable dialect to what you've heard from the locals, but maybe just slightly older.
What was
I'm
her
gonna-
name?
The name?
Of the old lady that used to live here.
Well, it was given to you.
Yeah, I know.
Are you asking in character or out of character?
Mathilda.
Who?
Mathilda.
Mathilda.
Matilda. Oh god.
What were you gonna say, Rich?
I was just gonna try and talk to the spirit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll let
Yeah.
let's do that.
Are you Matilda?
For the first time, our eyes turn and look at you, Dusk. Who's asking?
Someone who is looking for 3 missing children.
As you say this, her posture. She had been floating, trying to give off an impression of menace. But as you say this, her form just slumps as the aspect she's holding right now, scary, hair flowing, wrathful, just collapses, and her form starts to reform.
Ah.
Little old granny.
I see. Yes, I have seen them. I tried to call out to them, to pull them inside before they walked off.
They walked off?
Evil men came, lured them here, bound them, and took them away. I can't leave this building, and they could not hear me. They couldn't hear me.
Can we check to see if she's telling the truth?
Would you like to insight her, or would you like to look around?
Can I insight her?
Yes, you may. You just watched her, like, physically shrink. And she doesn't seem to be lying, assuming, like, human body language still applies to ghosts.
The men you speak of, could you describe them? Were they human?
They looked human. They were brightly dressed like popinjays, like she'll point to Belkin. Like that one, but more earthy.
And did you see how they lured them?
No, there was something not normal. Like you and I speak now, my voice carries just as far. There is no reason they could not hear me from 10 paces outside this house. And yet they never once looked my way.
That means they
Could
were.
you hear them?
What?
Could you hear them or could you only see them?
They never spoke.
Did
Never a
you see
word.
them now?
Their mouths
you
did
hear-
not move.
Did you hear anything else? Steps? Or just only seeing things?
I can see from my door their footprints outside. They lead to the side. Then vanish. Their tracks obfuscated by the men who took them.
When you
No,
say
but-
the
but-
side,
She'll gesture to the side of the house, basically this direction,
oh,
further along the hunter's path.
Were the children bound, or were they following
Bound.
by their own will?
When they arrived, they were walking on their own 2 feet. I couldn't see it clearly. I can't leave these walls. But it seemed that they held their hands out to be bound, and gave themselves to be bound. It was peculiar.
Are you suggesting that they may have been under the influence of a magic?
You're asking the wrong woman for that. I have not a magical bone in my body. But
Mm,
if I
you
had...
are a ghost.
I know, and I don't exactly know why. Well, no, that's not true, but it has nothing to do with the children. If I had to guess, I would say yes. It could be magical. It could be some kind of weed or medicine to make them compliant. I don't know.
Wait, you said you know why you're a ghost?
I know why I became one, at least I think. It took me a while, but I do.
Why? Why?
She'll ponder for a second. You see where I live, I take it. Or lived. It's a fair way from anyone else, don't you think?
Very true.
As a young woman, I lived in town. I wasn't the most popular, but I don't think people hated me. I married a local farmer, had a family, and things were going well. Well, then I was in my 30s, not quite 40, and my son and his new wife had an accident and died. 2 years later, my daughter died of illness. A year later, my husband of sadness. And then the people, the townsfolk, superstitious as they are, and me with no form of income or no one to protect me, well,
Or-
they didn't want
you.
me.
They thought you were the culprit.
Some of them did, and the others were happy to play along. So here I am. It wasn't a bad place. Got to be a bit much for one woman, but it's not... Well, I did what I could. It was warm enough, big enough. The hunters would sometimes bring me game. A few of them, well, the old huntsmaster had seen it happen before, so he understood a little more. More practical people. I think when I passed on, I was still angry. And that's why I'm here.
how do we help you
Hmm.
move on? You
I
want
don't
to
know.
move on?
I think so, yes. But I don't know. I didn't consciously choose to be here.
Yeah, and death is always complicated.
Yes, it is.
Or
I think
didn't?
So it's nice to once in a while come across someone who did not get bitter in death,
he,
or at least not that bitter.
did you turn to Belkin?
Yeah.
As you do,
Yep.
he's looking at a stroking his very small, very thin beard. Well, this is a bit of a conundrum. Usually, I've found most success when there is a clear connection to this world, but she says her connection... Well, the connection she thought she had has faded, but she has not, so clearly it is something else. And something, he'll gesture to the building, something keeps her here. And I think that's an important thing to note. She cannot leave these walls, so there is something here.
Ooh.
Do you have like a treasured item at all?
Well, dear, no, not really. And she'll kind of try and tap her head, but her finger will kind of, like, pass through. Not exactly. No. Though... I suppose your Popinjay is right. I did want to leave something behind. A legacy, I guess. Too late now.
What did you have in mind?
Well, you know the normal, a family, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. It took me a while to die even out here. I'm pretty sure I'd have lasted a while in town.
So you think if you had a family, you'd be able to move on?
Oh, I think if my life had not collapsed as it had, I don't think I'd be here now. Seems to follow, don't you think? But enough about me. Let me help you find those children, if I can. And, well, if you feel like helping an old woman after that, then we'll get to that, I guess.
You've got a point. The children's matter is a bit more pressing at the moment.
Yes, save the ones who are still alive first. Oh god,
But
I
we will
hope they're
come
still
back.
alive. I've got somebody knocking at my door. I'll be right back.
So the kids went this way.
Yeah, they went
The
south.
Men took them. Can anyone remember if I... Do you guys have temporary hit points?
I have 5 of them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mm,
Good to know.
I had.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've lost mine then.
I took damage.
Same. Was it the flail snail?
Mine is still there.
Yeah. It was the flail nail exploding.
Don't forget your owl. Dotty.
With what? As auto character, with what? Temporary hit points?
No, I mean just don't leave him on the branch.
I mean, I'll get him when we leave, right? I mean,
Yeah.
or
Does he just follow normally anyway?
yeah, he just follows us. I just told him to wait outside in case we went into a fight.
Oh.
Cause he has like 1 HP.
Yeah.
So yeah, he needs to stay far away. That I risked it a lot with that flyby thingy. I mean that's why I risked it. That's why I risked the attack, because she an owl has a flyby which does not get attacks of opportunity, you know?
Right.
Remind me on Wednesday, because I'm a wizard, so I need a familiar.
Ah.
You need 10 gold incense first. And herbs. And charcoal. You know what?
Mostly disappearance
I'll just write it down in the general chat for the at Misty.
Yeah, an owl is pretty great. At least as long as you're on land. If you go underwater, there is something better. I've realized, though it's more for a different reason. You can look through the. You can look through the. You can perceive through the senses of your familiar.
Yes.
An owl on land gives you 120 feet dark vision with that.
Yeah,
if it
that's
sits on your shoulder.
that's why I'm flying on it, and I can see
Yeah,
what
exactly.
she's seeing as we're flying together.
And there is a familiar possibility that gives you something else. It's more useful underwater or in dungeons, maybe, because it's very tight anyway.
Hmm.
But there is a crab that gives you blind sense.
Mm.
30 feet just, but still 30 feet of blind sense, and it can be underwater and on land.
No.
It's not bad. It's a bit slow, but you don't really. That's not really the purpose you have it for, then. Fucking piece of shit flies.
A crab flies.
Honestly, now I'm thinking about maybe instead of a snake, I'll get a chameleon or something like that.
I got a chameleon pseudo dragon for my husband in the wild
No,
setting.
No, I mean in real life.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
As a
guys.
pet.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hi.
So if someone is taking care of
Welcome
those
back.
pesky insects, welcome back.
Sorry, I had picked up a parcel off my neighbour earlier today, so I was just giving it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, kids.
I feel like I have a lot of questions and I don't know which order to ask them in.
Feel free.
Good.
What for the dead lady?
Yeah, I mean, my first question is, as a character that studies life and death, would I be able to know a bit more about ghost lore? Like, what makes them, how to help them to move on?
What on earth do I make you roll for this?
Or is it something I could ask Belkin, who is a ghost hunter?
You could certainly ask Belkin, but it is also something you would probably know. Would you please make me a history check?
Is something I am proficient in as well.
Yeah.
One second. History.
Low DC, because it is something you'd know. Okay. So, over your studies, personal and more official, you'd have read a good deal, not just about ghost lore, but about life and death in general. But ghosts are one heck of a mixed bag when you read the lore. You'd be fully aware that there is so much bullcrap out there about local remedies, people banishing ghosts with, like, rings of salt, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty sure you know how to kill one. You just cut it to pieces until it can't maintain its form, and then it's gone. But laying it to rest? Yeah, like Belkin described, usually solve the issue that caused it to stay here in the first place.
Yeah, I think we're going to struggle bringing this lady's family back from the dead and helping her get over it, so...
We could wait till I level up and can, like, revivify or whatever. We could just raise them all.
You can't revivify someone if they've been dead for a long time. Only
No.
within 10 minutes or so of their death.
1 minute.
1 minute of their
Yeah.
death.
If we travel back.
True
in time,
resurrection, maybe.
We don't even know where they're buried anyway.
No, I'm not going that far.
True Resurrection would work if you're willing to spend 10,000 gold on it.
Yeah, to give this lady peace.
How,
Completely.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people died. So that's
she could have one, and that's it.
that's like
What would-
100,000 gold.
what would the possibility of redemption be? So, like, laying her to rest through redemption.
I mean, she didn't do anything wrong. We're just talking
No.
about this out of character right now, right?
I don't
Yep.
know.
Bit of both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, help her leave a legacy.
Yeah.
It's kind of the only thing I can give you as a DM without, like, spoiling anything.
Help her leave a legacy.
I
Oh,
wonder, lady.
I've got it. She's gonna help us save the children, and that's her legacy. Boom. Hit it out of the park. Let's do that.
That's what I was thinking. But she also said she can't leave
the
the
house.
building.
I know, but she told us where the tracks are, so technically
Yeah.
we can redeem her, as in, like, townsfolk will remember her in a good light.
So is this something we would have to do later on? For example, save the children, come back to the town, like, oh yeah, the crazy old ghost lady helped us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then raise a statue in her honor.
Raise a statue, venerate the house, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. You're going to need results before the townsfolk will play along with that.
Mm-hmm.
Although it does help that you have the head huntsman with you, hearing this.
True.
So
Can
that
we
he
call
at
the
least
huntsman in?
he knows that she didn't do anything wrong, or she's not an old crane that died with hate in her heart. She was just angry and sad.
But if you look at him, you'll realize he already knew that.
Ah.
He, like the other huntsmen,
Yeah.
were a little bit less prone to social pressure, as they themselves are not exactly insiders, they are slightly outsiders.
What was the huntsman's name again? I've forgotten.
Yenak.
Yenak.
Jenak.
Jenna.
Yenak, come in.
I'm here.
Were you listening to the conversation we were just having with the old lady?
Well, you weren't being quiet about it, so yeah.
So, if we go on this quest and save these children,
When we go on this
When
quest and
we
save
go.
I
these
mean,
children.
there is no question about it.
do you think that for all the heartache and pain the town has caused this poor old woman, she could be forgiven for her otherworldly legacy that she's left so far?
He'll look at the woman. I don't remember you, but pretty sure my dad does. He'll look at the party. I'll be honest, I've got a bit of sway with the townsfolk, but regarding social things, not much. My sister, on the other hand, whose lad is missing, she's pretty much a pillar of the community type of gal. Everybody knows her, everybody likes her. So even if I can't do much, you tell my sister that old crow Matilda helped her get her son back. People gonna hear about that.
You come with us and talk to her if she hears it from you, or at least while you're here.
Oh, trust me, if she hears something she's not sure about and she thinks I can give her the truth, she'll ask me.
Alright. Good enough.
We're not exactly the life of the party, me and the other hunters, but no one calls us liars. At least, not twice.
Dusk looks
I know.
over at Matilda. Here he goes. Matilda. Does this sound like a chance of redemption for you?
It does, yes. And she'll look at Yanak. I heard something about a an apple tree in a pit that your predecessor used to deal with unsavory elements with. Is that still...
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Apple tree in a pit.
Yep.
Why do I remember this from somewhere?
Because it's a really funny idea.
I remember this from somewhere.
Mhm.
Not from Reddit, from a game I played. Where do I remember this from? God damn it.
He'll just nod. Yeah, we don't keep unpleasant people around. Not for long. Either they get the message or they get the message. But before we
Yeah.
air all of the town's dirty laundry to a group of outsiders, nothing personal.
That's fine.
Shall we-
That's fair.
Shall we get on with finding the young and vulnerable children who are currently in the hands of gods only know who?
Oh yes. Let's see if we can track them down. No. How fast we can track them down. Of course I can track them down.
Dusk kind of bows a little bit at Matilda and just says, "Thank you. I hope you find peace," and walks out the door.
She'll... If you're walking away from her, you won't see it, but she'll just look at you and give a slight nod. And taking that as a... You've done here for now, fade back into nothing. That was the wrong layer to put her to. Or was it? Can you see her?
Nope.
Nope.
No,
Oh, okay, I just had 2 tokens overlaid, so it looked like a full token. Gotcha!
Alright. Let's see if I can find some tracks. Or rather, follow them.
Okay. So attempting to follow the child's child's tracks. They seem to come up from this direction, the direction you came up from. Reach about here. Then turn. Along here. To about... I need to move. The last track you'll find is about here. At which point, it's not that they seem to, like, peter out. The tracks are completely clear until here. No roll needed to follow them. And then, absolutely gone.
No way to find them again, at least not conventionally.
You're welcome to make me a survival roll if you'd like.
Are there any traces of magic?
And how are you trying to find that?
Like if they use a kind of teleport thing, check with Arcana? Like, if
I'd
there
say
are
you're
any-
welcome to try with Arcana, but if you want to be reliable, something like Detect Magic plus Arcana is probably the only way to try and pick up like lingering sense or...
Yeah, I don't have detect magic
Alright.
yet.
Gee, fair
Sister,
enough.
mind helping me out?
Sorry?
Can Peridot please roll Arcana? As you are technically a fey creature, so I suppose it's possible. Just really hard.
Oh yeah, we are very much considered Fae.
You're rolling a lot of 10s today.
Okay. I will say there is something. There is a taste of magic on the air. Old. You can't tell when, and you can't tell what, but it is there.
They magically disappeared. Those people use magic to get away from here. Or at least hide the traces.
Stupid spot 5.
And now, Rexus, if you want to roll the survival, you're welcome to.
Yep. Peridot, would you like to help me out with that?
Sure.
Alright. So with advantage?
Yes. Okay.
There we
So
go.
while there are no tracks, you will be able to see as you walk further to the west and actually turning towards the south. A couple of times as you walk for probably half a mile to try and find a direction, you'll see a scuff against a tree. A branch, like a fallen branch that's been clipped by something. But even that will eventually stop as the road kind of broadens out into a small clearing and the hunter's paths then stop. At which point you won't be able to find any more trace conventionally. But it was definitely heading southwest.
I'd like to fly up and see what lies southwest, more or less.
Okay, how high are you going?
30 feet is
Oh,
our...
higher.
I mean-
30 feet is our movement, yeah. But I'll go higher. I'll go up to probably 120, 150 feet. Like to really get a bird's eye view further along,
I'll join you with Hootie.
as we have already traveled quite far.
Yep. I am just reminding myself. God,
A bird might slap us.
flying complicates the maps I have to have.
Sorry. Not
Oh no,
sorry.
you can also just say if there is anything more or less in that direction. Something interesting. That's mostly what I'm looking for. You don't need to show me
Okay.
the full map.
No, I'm not showing you the map. I'm just finding it to describe it for you.
Oh.
Okay, so to the south and west, you're heading into the Southwood proper. Beyond that, as from 120, 150 feet, you will be able to see above the map. That's roughly the direction of towns like Sacomba, along the Delimbow River, heading towards Daggerford. And to the south, the Southwood, is the High Moor, heading towards the Serpent Hills. But that's days of travel. And like you already know that there's been children going missing every second day. So assuming you're looking out for a day's distance, it's all southward.
Hmm.
Wait, have there been children missing from other towns too?
You have not asked.
Oops.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, we just arrived in this town, so... Because we were invited to this town, so I guess I turn and I go back down and ask the dandy if there have been any kids missing from other towns as well, and which towns, if they were.
Other towns. I believe, yes, there have been, but not for a while. He'll turn to Yanak. Correct me if I go wrong. A few local farming villages have intermittent vanishings, though almost all of that gets chumped up to wild animal attacks, children getting lost having accidents. It's never... It doesn't tend to follow a pattern, if that makes sense. It's one here, one there, maybe 5 over the course of a year.
Hmm. Is there any any? I mean, I think you would know, but is there any special thing that happens around that time?
Belkin will think for a moment, then turn to Yenak and slightly nod his head. We've got festivals all through the year. People like to keep themselves social and busy. As far as time with disappearances, I suppose the one I can think of, about 4 months ago, the family from the Powell farm, they live, he'll kind of wave his arm to the north, about 15 miles north of town. They rolled up in a panic day after a festival, saying that their little boy had, well, they said he had wandered off during the night. But like I said, this is months ago. Search party went out, couldn't find the boy.
Festival?
Is that always the case?
That they can't find him.
No, there's a festival around the time of the disappearances.
No, not always. I was giving that as an example of a time there was.
But there are special events during those times.
Oh. Sometimes. Sometimes it's just same old, like right now. I haven't got nothing on right now. Next thing is High Summer's Eve. It's 6 weeks.
I guess we do have... I'm not... I mean, should we go ask around every town where the kids gone missing, how they went missing? If there was anything special about those days? To get as much info as possible about it?
You could. He'll think for a second. Told you about the Powell boy. The Jennison farm there, along the river towards the mountains, about 6 miles northeast. Their little girl went missing 10 weeks ago, but they're pretty sure they found her. She'd been taken by a bear. I think that's it for, with the local area. Obviously. Yeah, go ahead.
I got a question. Were any of those different towns? Probably not. So, okay, we've got a radius. We've got that. Okay, I think maybe we can find something. Children were abducted one day, and then one day passed, and then the next day. Right?
Correct. That's correct, yes.
Yeah, that's a radius of that. That's that. Let's see. Let's see if we find something. If we just go about a day's worth of travel to the southwest.
Alright, it's fine with me.
Maybe at a slow pace, since someone was clearly using magic. It usually takes a while.
And, Coco, you mentioned the clearing.
Yeah, it's kind of the end of the official hunter's path.
Can Peridot sense any magic here?
I'll say with that roll, you kind of got the taste of it where it started, but you're not going to be able to follow it.
Okay.
I have a question for Belkin.
He will answer as he can.
Belkin, Matilda mentioned that these people who took the children, they dressed similar to you. Is there a town nearby where people like you gather?
I would like to correct something. She said brightly coloured. like me, but more brown and earthy. I've been racking my... Yannick will interrupt. It's a fucking Vistani.
Does the
Does that sound familiar to me?
Or me, I was in a circus.
Yeah.
With Yannick's comment, yes.
Vistani, they're circus people. They travel around.
We call them drifters. Nuisances, mostly. But I suppose they can do whatever they like when they're traveling.
Even kidnap kids, it seems.
Well,
I mean, eh, out of character, she was one of those kids, I guess. That was kidnapped.
Yep.
I mean, this is a personal hook right here.
okay, let's see. Let's see. Maybe I can find some smoke from up top.
go ahead. You're welcome
I
to
do
make
have-
a perception.
I do have It's not the first time I've tracked down circus people.
Yeah.
I will say, based on the time of day, you're early afternoon. So there's probably not very many causes for smoke at this time of day.
Probably cooking for noon, for lunch.
A couple of hours ago.
Ah, okay.
All right. Let's head a bit more southwest, and when the sun starts to set a little bit, I'll check for smoke. Would probably be the best idea.
I kind of stay close to Robin, now that we've realized that they might be the same or similar kind of people that kidnapped me. I kind of make myself even smaller so that I can just, like a child, gripped onto my sister's clothes, like hiding behind her.
So are we suggesting that we take a short rest until nightfall?
Actually, pretty much a good idea. We can stay in the little house, chat a bit more with the ghost lady.
Oh no, wait, we're already quite far ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've gone about a mile at this point.
Yeah.
You could go back
That's it.
pretty easily, but
Nah, we'll stay here.
okay. In the clearing, taking a short rest. Okay. Is that what you're planning to do, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, Belkin will settle himself into a pretty comfortable cross-legged position, close his eyes, and just drink in the sounds of the forest. Yannick will kind of give away some of his slightly hyperactive nature. He won't sit down. He'll climb a tree and keep watch, as you'll all be able to get your short rest done. However, towards the end of that short rest, Robin, just as you start to finish your short rest, somewhere to the south, within your hearing range you start to hear kind of a pained whine. It's like, oh, I can't do dog. I'm not going to try. But something sounding like a dog or wolf, whining, whimpering, and that's about all you hear.
How long until the short rest is finished?
As
Like
you
a
start
minute?
hearing.
Okay. I'd like to roll one hit die real quick. Okay, I don't really have to roll it because it's 1 HP that's missing, but I'd like to get that back.
That's completely fine.
I have a constitution of 3 anyway, so...
Yeah.
And minimum is a 1 anyway.
Yup.
Do you mention this to anyone? That you hear something?
Yes, but not directly. First I'll just fly up a bit and try to get the location a bit closer. Like just direction exactly.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I hear something. Shh.
Can I help? I mean,
Sure.
so we fly up with Hootie. Who has keen hearing and sight, you know.
Go ahead, make me a perception roll with your advantage.
Mita? Good.
Both of you.
Okay. Let's see. I'm still trying to figure out thing is.
Okay. Hootie starts to get a bit distracted. But Robin, a little way to the south, maybe half a mile, you'll need to fly up a little bit to kind of get the idea. There is a bit of a rocky rise, a kind of a knoll. Not big enough to have any kind of cave or anything, but big enough to command a bit of terrain and cause a clearing. Trees don't like to dig roots through rock. Around that area, you're pretty sure the whimpering whining is coming from. Kind of the far side of that knoll, just out of vision.
Alright. Head back down, take Dottie and Yowl with me. And check in with the party.
I think I hear something. Probably a wolf. Or a dog. Coming from the south. There's a rock there. A little clearing. Half a mile. We should go check it. Can you come a bit behind me?
We hear you.
Yeah, no, the wolves patrol this area.
He'll kind of be thinking, we get like 4 different breeds of wolf around here. Big mountain wolves, smaller forest wolves, we get the occasional dire wolf. And then we get some of the white-furred wolves from the north when they roam down. Not this time of year, though. So it's not uncommon. We also get wild dogs and creatures like that.
We've seen this shit.
Sorry, what?
There were worse than those smugglers. They cage animals, they torture them to entertain people. Not always.
Oh,
But I'm pretty sure the kind that steals children, they do that too.
If the children are special or different, probably. A commodity.
Not to tell what they want to do with them, but
Sell them to
I
the
said-
circus, probably.
no. I think they are from the circus. The guys who kidnapped them.
Wait, are you talking about that guy before or the Vistani?
No. The guys who probably kidnapped them. The guys the ghost lady saw.
Oh, the Vistani. then.
Matilda. Yeah. They probably belong to a circus. And, animal whimpering? Not that far off.
Yeah. I mean, she was at Sadokar. She was probably witness to some harsh trading of animals in the circus, so she knows how the circus people treat animals sometimes.
Do you both think that the animal noise and the circus people are connected?
Very possible. But
Might,
worth checking out.
might be. We don't know.
I'd say it's worth checking out. Mind covering me?
I'm with you.
I'll
You
sneak
know
ahead.
that.
Ezra, what do you think?
I'm down for whatever.
Alright, I'll sneak ahead.
Guess we go as a group.
Just stay a bit behind me. Maybe 30 or 60 feet or so. Just... Not sure every one of you is as sneaky.
I'll fly up like 60, 90 feet up in the air, follow them with Hootie.
Okay. If you're trying to be stealthy, would you please make me stealth rolls? If
I'll
you're-
I can't do that.
I'll basically fly from tree to tree, like trying to cover as much, or rather, cover as little ground somewhere where I can be seen, and up to more go for the for the upper part of the tree, so vision is a bit more blocked.
That's cool. I've decided how to. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I would like to be at the back, at least 10, 15 feet behind the backy, the one at the back.
The rear guard, yeah.
Yeah. Because I have disadvantage on stealth.
You do. By the way, for Baka and for Rexus, I've decided how to deal with flying and its effects on stealth.
Mhm.
Rather than giving you guys advantage, I'm going to give creatures disadvantage if one of their senses is impaired by the fact you aren't walking.
Like tremor sense.
Well, tremor sense, they just can't see you.
Oh.
But like, if a creature is reliant on, so like a wolf, wolves
Can smell
are
us.
going to care about things. Wolves can smell you. But say
Normal humans need hearing and sight.
They
normal
can
humans are also
hear our
conditioned.
wings maybe fluttering.
Not really. No.
What?
Our wings actually don't actually cause a
Oh yeah, I forgot.
sound. It's magical flight.
Yeah. So even if you do make a certain amount of flight, I'm imagining it to be more like an insect or a bug,
Yep. Nothing.
which we are conditioned to kind of phase
Ignore.
out. So in that case, they would have disadvantage.
That's totally fair.
Some of those wings. You think you could lift them?
Okay. So rolling with
Okay.
disadvantage.
Thanks, Coco.
I
They
am-
roll with disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not bad.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
I would
Let's
have been
see.
invisible.
Yep, that's.
I'll
I'm
just-
bad. I'm bad.
I'll t-
You don't have disadvantage.
I don't have disadvantage.
yeah. It's...
You don't
yeah,
have
but still,
advantage either.
but still,
I'm
the first roll is
still the
that one.
first roll. Yeah.
Yikes.
I'll
I have
roll
heavy
normally as
armor.
well, right?
I don't have heavy armor.
I was gonna
Just-
say,
I
what?
can't wield it.
What armor do you have, Dusk?
Medium.
Which type?
Scale armor.
So you have
That's-
disadvantage.
Is it scale armor?
Scale mail gives you disadvantage.
Scale mail. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
No, no, no. no, no.
Robin.
Well then, but I said I will be scouting out ahead. The
Yep.
fact that I go through the trees and not sneak up on foot.
I've decided that I'm not at the
Okay,
back
no,
row.
just a normal roll, right?
Just a normal roll.
Wow, still below a 10.
Let me roll for Yanak and for Belkin. So Yanak gets 25 total,
Noise.
and Belkin gets a 7.
Still better than me.
So, you're not exactly James Bonds, considering Ezra is up there in his scale mail, or his chainmail, or whatever you're wearing.
For me, though, it might be a distraction.
Hmm?
I'm sneaking up ahead of it.
Yep.
Should Hootie also roll for stealth?
No. Hootie is a natural creature in
Okay.
appearance, and is not going to raise attention.
Okay.
But I'm going to move you to another map quickly,
KK.
as you will see what's going on.
Would. Oh, I'm gonna have to kill the wolf. Would I be able to see that wolf?
If you can see it, you can see it. The rocky knoll is not very high, it's about 5 foot. I should probably also add this. Where is the grapple? Where is the grapple? Oh, I don't have all my tokens enabled.
Who's grappled?
The wolf in the shadow of the knoll here appears to be restrained by something as it's trying to drag itself out.
Oh.
The other one is kind of sat on all fours, watching it, tongue lolling out, head cocked slightly.
Like confused.
Confused, waiting. It's not a human creature, so it's hard to tell.
YOLO. I'm walking up. Are we noticing anything else apart from these wolves, like in the tree line?
Please make me a perception check.
Where's the wind coming from?
What wind?
Let me find out for you.
1d4.
D8.
The D8 probably, yeah.
D12.
Oh yeah, right. That makes also sense.
So there is a wind, and it's prevailing. It's a gentle wind prevailing from the southwest.
So that way.
So we can smell
Yes.
them.
If you can smell them, you can smell them. But I don't think many of you can. They can't.
But that they
necessarily
can't smell
you.
us that good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have they noticed us anyway because of our terrible stealth rolls?
Robin seems to be able to get a bit closer without alerting any senses. But as
But
the
then
rest of you
Back
start
into the
to,
tree.
start to get closer, the one that's sat watching seems to perk up. Its eyes start to train along towards you guys. It's sat down, so it can't see over the knoll. So you can kind of see its furry back, but it can't quite yet get eyes on you.
Go this way. Are you coming, Dusk?
Yeah, I was just thinking which way to go. I'm going to stick a little bit further back from you.
Oh, can I crouch? No, I'm still too tall, right?
I mean, if you're going to, crawl and be prone, then yeah.
Absolutely no. I'm going behind this tree.
Being over here, can I see what is restraining the other wolf?
Yeah, I can see it too now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say just passive perception's enough. I'm going to move it so you can see. It is spiked.
Oh,
Ouch!
It seems to have fallen into a hidden spike trap.
Is that an apple tree?
It is not an apple tree. It seems to be just a standard
Okay.
deciduous tree.
is this one just waiting, just keeping an eye on it, as in, just defending it almost, kind of thing?
If you're questioning its motives, you can roll an insight. It seems to be sat there, keeping its distance purposefully.
Oh. Because it doesn't want to get spiked.
That's a reasonable assumption.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I want to help this wolf.
Agreed.
Robin. And actually, anybody proficient in nature, would you please roll me a nature?
Not.
Aw.
Why? What
Sorry.
is happening? Shall we just pick it up like in 2 weeks?
You can tell that it's a dog, so that's a good start.
It is canine. It
Robin,
has 4 legs.
as you're trying to stealth through the tree, you stab your eyes out on a branch.
Oh no!
Oh.
Ouch!
Forever blinded.
Maybe the pollen.
Okay, I'm just gonna. There's definitely nothing like in the tree line near me.
There's certainly nothing you can see in the tree lines, no. If anything, it's unusually absent of wildlife, as wolves are usually a predator, so when they're in pain, creatures don't like being there.
Okay.
I'd like to sneak up behind his rook.
I'm gonna have to go into the open.
So what about other traps? Can you check?
Shit. No.
And slowly sneak up over there.
Yeah,
and
like
see if and slowly let the wolf notice me. Very slowly, very carefully.
Luke, are you looking for traps?
I was just gonna say, like, I'd like to walk like out into the open, but very slowly, but like scanning the floor.
Okay, what is your pass? Sorry, would you make me an investigation check? That's the best way to do this.
Oh.
You
Okay.
should let the rogue do that.
Do we have a rogue?
Yes,
Robin! Actually, technically you have 2 at the minute, because Yannick is a rogue chassis.
Yeah, I'm a rogue ranger.
I thought you were just a ranger.
No.
Either way, a 10 is enough to see that there are other spikes dotted around the ground, but they're not hard to avoid.
Gonna make my way around closer to the wolf.
Okay. Unfortunately, those spikes were distractions, and you know. As you fall, you notice an apple in the tree.
Really?
No.
Right. Put me on a square that is vacant, please.
All of the ones you see will be vacant. They might have a spike in them, but as long as you're not intentionally trying to stab your own foot, you're not going to stand on it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go here and then wait for what this wolf does.
As it starts to see you and Robin, its head starts to flick between the two of you. In an unusually precise way. It is very much keeping tabs on you while still occasionally flicking towards the rest. You've probably never seen a wolf behave like this before, as it's relying far too much on its eyes.
Is it a wolf?
Not a wolf.
It looks like a wolf, although
I'll have
now
it.
you're getting closer, it also looks quite young and underdeveloped. Both of them do.
I'll hold a bit closer here. And slowly approach that one. See how we
Gonna come.
Well, she does
react
that
to a
out
fairy.
closer. So she's like, I'm assuming this wolf's keeping tabs on her now. So I'm just gonna go one closer. So I'm like in touching distance with this wolf.
Its hackles rise, but it's impaled. It can't move properly. So if it looks like it would try and back away from you, but it can't.
Okay. I'm gonna reassure it, but let Thingy do her thing first.
Can I follow the same path that Ezra took so I don't get spiked?
I'll
Yes.
How does he go into a defensive stance as I slowly approach?
Starts to get up off
Weapons
its
away.
back legs.
I'm going lower to the ground just so he is taller than me. Don't worry.
Backs away on all 4 legs properly, but doesn't start to growl.
Can I
Okay, I think
join
he's
him like 15 feet from the ground and use Druidcraft to make a small animal sound, like a helping sound? Like, you know, what's the word for that? Like, that we want to help?
You can, and as you do,
Wolf sound aid.
Yeah.
its mouth starts to flare a little bit. This really low, quite guttural snarl starts to leak from its lips. Not quite in time with its movements.
Wait, what?
It's
Say it
not a
again.
normal wolf. Can I?
It
The sound
started snarling, but the sound was a bit later than the movement of.
You see its throat start to vibrate, but it's only about half a second after that that the sound starts coming.
Oh.
It's mean.
I point over to the two guys over here. Guys, wait.
Wait, hold on.
Oh no. It moved.
I will.
I will now. Do I have to roll initiative for this against the wolf? Or whatever is behind it?
What are you looking to do?
I want to try and bump into it.
Can you wait just a second? Can I send a message into the wolf's head? Hello?
You point out, try and cast your message. You believe it's received, but you do not receive a response.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Druidcraft. Now I have an idea. Druidcraft, right where the wolf is standing, right where one of his paws is, a flower under it to pop up a bit.
Okay. As the flower starts to grow and snap upwards, it's able to kind of grow through the wolf's foot, disrupting it with a slight swirl.
It's
This
not a
one's
real.
very corporeal, right?
Oh,
That one, you
astral
can smell the blood.
projection.
Ezra, the spiked one, you can smell the blood. It's that corporal. You can feel
What
its
the
snarl.
fuck? What is this shit?
Astral projection.
But from a wolf?
I
Or
mean,
is when humans astral project, do they choose a form? Is it a familiar?
No,
Can it be
familiar
both?
actually has a body.
yeah.
Familiar is
Alright,
corporeal.
Come on, let's help get this wolf out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, can we disarm the trap?
Yeah.
Does the wolf? Yeah. How do we do that without hurting the wolf? Do I need to heal the wolf? I can heal the wolf.
They heal the wolf after we've disarmed it.
But what if we do more damage?
Would the ranger be proficient in?
Let me see if I can
Disarming.
disarming. I can probably disarm it. Just Dottie, keep an eye on that wolf creature thing.
And
I
the
will.
hunt
Keep an eye on that illusion.
Yeah.
And
You're not disarm it.
I could. Hello, I could disarm it.
I know, but he's a hunt master.
Yeah.
It's not even something to disarm. It's just impaled on spikes.
Yeah. How do we lift this wolf off? Is it just like a strength check?
I mean, can one of you lift it up and the other simultaneously like cure wounds just slowly so that it doesn't feel like maybe general anesthesia so it doesn't feel pain and like doesn't bleed out the moment he's out of the spikes, or just maybe cut the spikes where he's hurt so that we can lift it out with the spikes and then
I want
put the
to.
spikes out.
I want to suggest pretty much that. Some rope around it, like just underneath it, and then I'll go down and cut the spikes out while you slowly pull them up.
Another idea: if you wrap the rope around the wolf, you two hover above and heave it up whilst I help lifting it up. But at that same point, I can cast lay on hands on it.
As you're discussing this, the wolf is trying to keep track of you as much as it can move. It has not stopped snarling.
Can I
real
keep
one.
making
The real one.
Can I keep making soothing noises, animal noises, or soothing noises just in general, like
Please,
to calm
please make
him
me
down?
an animal handling check.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
bad.
So you start to soothe him. It looks at you, kind of realizes that something as small as you can't possibly hurt a wolf.
Yeah.
It doesn't know. And kind of starts to rationalize, you've not killed it. Wolves are smart creatures. If they're not hunting, they're sometimes willing to help other creatures. It'll relax as much as it can and start to whimper again.
Okay.
I mean, I could just cast Eldritch Blast at this trap.
Who
Don't!
has the rope?
You might hurt him. I'll go cut it. I'll go cut the stuff real quick.
How are you going to cut the spikes out?
Okay, good question. How thick are those spikes? Are those like wooden poles or?
No.
Is it like a bear trap?
No, it's much more crude. It's more like a slight dip in the ground with like 6-inch long, maybe finger thick, like little finger thick spikes.
Do we need to just
Okay.
lift this wolf off?
Those I can cut through.
Lifting it up maybe 6 foot would pull all of it off, even the bits of its body that will lag behind.
Because if Robin cuts it, surely the spikes will just stay in the wolf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't bleed out.
Well, we could heal it as we do that, like we said, and that should
Well then,
that should force the spikes out, right? Can I do a medicine check?
To achieve what?
To see if we remove the wolf from the spikes, what damage would happen?
Like if the spikes are in his vital spots.
Yeah.
Go ahead, yes. I'll say if everybody's helping, you will
Yeah.
not be at disadvantage, because it's not a human.
I'm proficient.
Yeah, cool.
So
but
do
I'm a
I get-
ranger. I'm proficient in nature. I can help with that definitely.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh.
It's not a nat one.
Wolf's
You
gonna
are not-
die.
I feel so sad.
You are pretty sure that you're going to need to heal it pretty
I
quickly
can
and
do it. I can do it.
close up the wounds.
But if you heal it quickly, it should be alright.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to wrap said hempen rope around the wolfie.
How deep is the trap?
Maybe like a foot.
So you don't need a
Okay,
rope.
then they.
You can just pick it up gently.
But then who said 6 feet? What did you say 6 feet for?
To lift it up so its body, like you can't lift its entire body in one go. Some of it's gonna, you're gonna have to lift it up before its paws leave the ground and the spikes impaling them are
Cool.
pulled out. The wolf is a medium creature. If it stood on its back legs, it would be taller than you are.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Just went,
Need help with that?
yeah.
Alright.
I don't know how I'm doing it then.
Mm.
So the spikes
Let's
are
pull
only
it
a
up
foot
together.
long.
Okay, let me re-describe
No.
this because I've obviously done it badly. It's laid in a very slight trough. The spikes impaled it, were obviously hidden in the trough or trench. The wolf itself is kind of laid on its side, its right side, and along the right of its right legs. Yeah, kind of like that. Impaled by these 6-inch long spikes. If you try and lift the wolf up by its main body, its paws, its legs will loll behind. So you're going to have to lift it so that the legs are also off the ground, not just the main body, if you want to pull it clear.
So
Does
we
that make-
lift it at the front and the
The
back.
wolf drawing.
I can probably go in between the spikes, depending on how far apart they are.
Okay, me and Dusk at one end of the wolf, right, lifting up, and
Yep.
then Robin
Robin in the
can
middle.
go underneath and like push up. But while I'm doing that, shall I cast Cure Wounds or shall I just lay on hands?
Maybe
Lay on hands as
Up
we
to
do
you.
it.
maybe lay on hands 1 point for every inch or every, I don't know.
Every foot we pull out.
Yeah, something
And
like
how many
that.
feet will that be, Coco?
6 feet.
Six
So-
inch. 6 feet? Inch? What?
6 feet. Every foot we pull up, you heal 1 point.
If the spikes are 6 inches and we're picking it up from the front and the back, we won't need to lift it 6 foot, will we?
6
No.
inches.
We will because
So
no
what-
because the paws are longer and they're currently collapsed onto the spikes. That means
What
they will
part of
drag
me-
behind.
Me and Dusk are at each end, lifting each end of the wolf up. You're pushing the midsection.
Yeah, the
It's coming
paws
up
are
at
still
1
lagging
point.
behind.
That is one end of a wolf.
No, you're grabbing him, but you're probably not grabbing him by the paws. You're probably grabbing him by the body.
I mean,
Or are
grabbing
you
him by
grabbing-
the paws and the legs would
No.
make it easier.
If you grab him by the paws, I guess that could work. Yeah, and I'll grab by the middle. Could
So
that work?
just- Just so we're clear,
That would
Ezra's
work.
getting the end with the snarly mouth and the big teeth, right?
That's fine. Yeah,
But the
I'll
wolf knows we're trying to help him.
Yeah. I'll put 5. I'll just do 5 points of healing from lay on hands as we lift it up
I mean,
and like assess the situation. Is it bleeding out more?
as you start to lift, what is your combined strength scores?
I've got 12.
I'm just
Not
I'm
dotted.
just kneeling down with. Oh, mine as well. I have.
No, not yours. Not yours.
I'm just
Mine's 11.
shushing him, like comforting him while they're doing this, not doing anything.
16.
Okay. 16. So, at least 35 then, which... This is a heavy creature. It is an immature, adolescent direwolf. It is basically muscle on legs, but you're able to lift it with... It snags a couple of times as it yelps or snarls, and as you're about to pull it free, as the spikes draw out of its body, it's appreciative of the healing, but instinctively, Ezra, it is going to try and bite your arm.
Yeah.
As it will deal 1 point of piercing damage to you.
I'm gonna smack its snout.
As it will
No,
make
No, no.
Oh,
Just
As
smack
it's-
it.
eyes roll back. No. But it kind of like chomps onto your chain, the chain of your arm, and bites down, almost like a human biting on something to.
help with not feeling
fine.
like.
Yeah.
Not biting on its tongue or something.
Yeah. You're able to lift it free and kind of like move it to the side.
So how's it looking health-wise?
You don't seem to have caused any more damage. If you'd had lower than 35 strength, you'd have done some, but you didn't. It doesn't look happy. But as you put it down, it's able to limp itself to its feet just a little bit. And as it does, the first thing it does is turn towards the other direwolf, hackles rise, and snarls. Like, it is very hard to mistake
It is pissed
hate.
at that.
Do you think this wolf tricked it?
Stay.
I
For sure.
I mean, it's magical,
Alright.
probably.
Let's take care of this bullshit.
Shoot it.
So
I
we're going
will
to attack it.
Yeah, I'll shoot an arrow to like just see if I can dissipate the illusion.
Okay. Please make me an attack roll.
Stupid illusion bullshit. Wow, I'm rolling such shit.
It's enough. As your arrow hits into the body, or seems to, passes through, causing the form to ripple like water, and unable to maintain whatever form it has, breaks.
Now show yourself! I'll hover a bit further here.
At about 10 feet.
Okay, so you're going there, are you?
Yep.
Closer with. Minding the traps.
How high are you flying, Robin?
10 feet at the moment.
10 feet. 1 second, I need to check something.
I'm within reach, probably.
What?
Which is very alright. I can fend for myself.
Okay. From the side, just flanking where the wolf vanished from, a long, white-haired, female-looking creature emerges not from the trees, but from complete invisibility. As her skin, pockmarked, and a strange shade of bluey green. You are not surprised, but you are taking an attack.
Is that a hag?
Which?
Out of character, yes, it's a green hag.
Okay.
It's a fun little random event, this one. Fun. What is your AC, Robin?
16.
She will land a claw attack on you then. For
Rude.
for 9 points of slashing damage.
Ow. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Green hags, they get one attack and they make it count.
Wow. Honestly, D&D is just it when you get bad
Ouch.
rolls. What's wrong with us?
As everybody... Nope. Dust. As Rexus. No worries.
There we go.
Okay. Then, Robin, you're up. Yenak's next, and then the hag.
Yeah, I cannot take that beating. If she gets another attack off, it might insta-kill me.
Ouch.
Okay, no, but down me, definitely. So, disengage, and buzz over about here, and up the rest of my 30 feet movement. So about 20 feet more in the air, so 30 feet up now.
Okay. That token marker is really useful for this.
Yeah, this is great.
Okay, so that's your action, your movement. Any bonus action?
Nope. That's all I got.
Okay.
I'll
Yenak.
just hold my bow ready.
Okay. He's going to move to the edge of the rock and ready in action to make opportune use, basically sneak attack. Her turn. Seeing her initial target move out of range, she'll smile up at you and then dive at Ezra. Ezra, your Shield of Faith would have faded from Belkin at this point.
I couldn't remember what that shield was.
That's cool. So she will roll to attack you. I don't know what your AC is, but a 12 misses.
Yeah.
A 12 would have hit me.
Okay. Then she as okay. Going to move and put her back to the tree. Dusk, you're up.
Back to the tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I climb onto the little knoll thing up to near where Yenak is?
Yep. As if you're moving up there, it'll take double your movement, but otherwise it's nothing difficult.
Did my voice
So,
changer, by the way, work or not?
10
Yeah.
feet.
It has been, yeah.
You can get up to here, I think.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a line of sight on her, but I don't think I'll be able to from there.
Is
You can-
she hidden, like, cover-wise? with
She'll
the
have
tree?
cover, but you can still see her to attack her.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go there. And I will cast Eldritch Blast at her.
Go ahead. 23 will hit.
Nice.
Okay.
Big damage, no whammies.
No, I've clicked the wrong thing, haven't I?
Just click on the link, the name Eldritch Blast in the chat.
Yeah. Sorry.
Ouch.
Well, that's one less health than she had.
Yes.
We are
Nice.
great.
At this point, as you are stood next to her, Yannick will fire his longbow and hit with a 21 so that's 6 plus 5, 8, so 14 points of piercing damage to her.
Wow. Daddy chill.
Sneak attack.
I love
yeah.
rogues.
Okay, Dusk. Anything else on your turn?
Rogues are great fun.
I'm gonna just leave it for now. I don't have anything else to do.
Okay. Belkin has very little aggressively, so he is going to see that Robin got beaten up and spend his last level 1 slot to give you 6 points of health with a healing word.
Thank you.
After which point he'll then turn and try and drop a pillar of radiant fire on the hag herself. His spell save is ass. At that point, he's going to hide behind Yannick. Dot, your turn.
Yeah, if I try to fly over here, can I reach the branches to get on them?
Probably yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly over there. And let me see how far away I am from 45 feet. See, yeah, I can do firebolt.
Yep, and at your angle, she will not have cover.
Nope.
Nope. About those crit fail tables.
Something's odd today.
What time do you get tides? What time do you get like tides of chaos or whatever it's called?
I already have them.
Okay.
Special. I get them back on a long rest, but I can gain advantage on one attack roll once per long rest.
Ah.
Yeah,
I should do that.
I believe I've said. I think we talked about this, didn't we? You can do it retroactively. So if you see a bad roll, you can choose. But if you do that, I will typically ask you to roll every time on the wild magic table.
Yeah. Guys, should I break the wild magic table? I mean, hags are usually very. I mean, for me, they're hard to beat. So, I'm gonna try. Tides of Chaos. Just letting you know what this is, and do Firebolt again.
Yep. That one's a hit.
Burn her alive.
That's max damage.
Nice.
She shrieks as her hair starts to burn. As now for the fun part, I believe we agreed D10,000 table, didn't we, Darcy?
Yep.
Please roll me a D10,000.
See if my macro does this. Yeah.
Oh my god, Dusk's first proper campaign, and he has the D10,000 table.
What is that?
I don't know what that means.
Wild magic can cause very random things to happen.
Yeah, the normal table goes from 1 to 100, but only has 50 actual things that can happen.
Is that like Nasali's thing?
Yes, but a lot more.
I was gonna say because he seems to get like similar ones all the time.
Yeah.
No, he's only got 6 to choose for that
Hey,
can
Right,
happen.
okay, right.
The normal wild magic table has 50,
Mhm.
and the D10,000.
That's 10,000.
Yeah.
So what did she get?
I'm currently scrolling down. It's a long list.
Can you Control F or something?
Yes, I usually do. I don't know why I'm not doing. Okay. I am going to
Uh-oh.
message you this personally, Dottie.
Okay. Well, it was a nice run, guys.
Oh no.
Oh no.
uh,
I'm worried.
Sent to you in your personal.
I have no idea what that means.
Nope. But you feel it there now, and you know what it is.
Can I share it with the guys?
Absolutely.
Okay, I rolled Caster's skull is inscribed with a mysterious rune of power.
Caster's what?
Oh,
My skull
Oh.
is inscribed with a mysterious
Oh, boy.
rune of power.
your skull.
My skull.
Okay. Okay,
My
a rune
bone.
of power at least.
My bone.
Okay, but at least a rune of power, and not a rune of I'll fucking die in 2 minutes.
I hope not, but still.
Oh, it might blow up.
Glyph of warding on your skull.
Good thing is, if someone actually gets there, that's not your problem anymore.
Yeah.
That's someone else. That's then
Right.
that person's problem.
Also, quick question, Coco. Pillars of fire from Balkan, right?
Pillars of like radiant fire. It's sacred flame.
Oh, so it's just sacred flame, okay. Not pillars of fire, sacred flame.
I'm just currently adding to your personal notepad.
Although the question is, what is the trigger? A rune of warding can have different triggers.
Is it definitely a rune of warding? How would you
A
know
glyph of
anyway?
warding, sorry.
No, I was making a joke.
Oh.
Ah.
We wouldn't know what rune it was, would we?
No. But a glyph of warding would basically just be a landmine placed on the back of her skull.
Nice. That's going to be exciting when we finally get to Strahd and Coco decides to detonate.
Oh, don't worry, I've got to work out what it is first.
Because this is a random, he cannot choose ahead of time, 'cause
Oh.
it's totally random.
Okay. Anything else on your turn, Baka?
I use my movement, I use my action. I don't get bonus actions yet, I think.
Did you take that dip in wizard or not? You did, right?
I did.
Yeah, then not.
I do have, but I haven't used any spells slots yet.
There we go.
Oh wait, you're level 1 wizard, level 1 sorcerer.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the spell slots.
What?
Ah, no, never mind.
I have 3 spell slots?
Yeah, I just
Yep.
realised.
They
Never mind,
stack.
ignore me. Yeah. They do stack.
The only one that doesn't stack is Warlock.
You're not a warlock, you're a sorcerer.
And a wizard.
That's a different game and a different character.
Yep.
Yep.
Ezra, you're up. Robin, top of the round, you'll be next.
I am going to cast Divine Favor again on myself.
Okay. How many slots have you got left?
I had 2,
So you have 1 left.
yeah. But apparently we've taken a long rest because of
Short rest.
no, before we started. The
No.
session.
New. So you have none left.
But I'm usually quite good on my spell slot.
Huh.
Let me see what you used in the previous fight.
Used this previously.
Yeah. So the previous fight was the snail, which you cast Divine Favor for.
Divine Favor, and you missed. Yeah, that was it. Just the one Divine Favor.
And there was no long rest between there and the cabin.
Right, my bad.
No worries.
I'm still gonna cast it anyway.
That's cool.
And then just take an attack.
That is a clean hit.
So 12, and then an extra 1d4.
Nearly max. 16 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Bitch.
Kind of catching her in the shoulder and slashing across her chest. She's... doesn't seem to bleed like a normal creature, but there is something kind of pussy coming from the wound, as she is mechanically wounded.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, Robin.
Leave that wolf alone!
That's a hit.
Do the pew. Sneak applies because
Yep.
someone's-
Ezra.
What did I do?
You're there. You exist.
Hello.
You're 5 feet away from her. That applies sneak attack damage if the enemy is within 5 feet of an ally.
Yep.
I need to quickly reload. And I'll buzz over here and see if I can get like and over here something. Now over here, see if I can get cover from the tree.
Okay. Yeah,
Puddle.
you'll be able to get cover in the branches, half cover. And then anything else on your turn?
No, that'll be it.
Okay.
I'll quickly reload. I have something that is stuck on the screen.
Yeah. Your next turn. From his spot on the rock, he's going to take a knee, pull an arrow, and steady aim to gain advantage.
Yeah, I love that.
But he's 3rd level rogue. Oof.
He's a 3rd level rogue with crap stats. Like, you guys are probably all stronger than him.
It's still 3rd level rogue. That's a lot more sneak attack damage than I get.
And 1 more die, yeah. Actually, his stats are... I know his stats are just elite NPC, so they are worse than yours by a lot. Okay, roll 1. Well, that's a hit. Roll 2. That's a crit.
Nice.
Nice, Yannick, and with sneak attack.
Yes, so 4 plus 4 plus 3, so 11 from the initial hit. Sneak attack, 6, 11, 14, got 17, 28.
No,
That's a lot of damage.
Arrow catches her in the eye and sends her spiraling round. Rogues!
I love rogues. My favorite class for now.
Yeah.
Rogues are great fun. I like to have at least... honestly, what I think is really, really good, at least if you know that you're probably not going to go beyond to level 20 or something. 1 level of fighter,
I have it for archery, yeah.
yeah, goes a long way. So you get archery and you get the longbow.
Yeah.
And, or you could just go with an elf for elven weapon training. And elven accuracy is really strong.
True, that's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I took piercer for my free feat for now. for my
So-
wild amount setting.
I think the coup de grace setup is like archery somehow from feet or fighter.
Although
Fi-
it's not that
Yeah.
crazy a jump anymore from advantage to triple advantage.
Yeah.
It is if you have sharpshooter.
Yeah, then it is. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I took
Sharp-
one. Sorry.
No, you go.
I just wanted to say that we started level 3. I took 1 level of fighter for longbow and archery, and then 2 levels into rogue. And we had a free feat, so I took piercer for now. And I'm 20 dexterity, so I can take sharpshooter next. And maybe elven accuracy, because half elf.
Yep. You also get medium armor that way, or heavy armor if you get like a mithril plate or something.
Yeah.
So as a rogue, you don't really need it usually.
No, but if you can get something like serpent scale mail, which is just like an uncommon studded leather +2,
Mm.
it's really good.
I mean, more AC is always good.
Mm.
Especially if we find something that does not do disadvantage on stealth rolls.
But I believe Piercer works the same for sneak attack as it does for like a battle master's maneuvers.
Yeah, you
So
can
you-
re-roll a damage roll once and then roll one more die when critting.
Yep. But what I mean is, like, you don't have to re-roll the arrows roll. You could re-roll a sneak roll.
Yeah.
That too. If I roll
Because
if I roll 1
this-
or 2 on any of these rolls, I'll re-roll it.
I'd say so because the rules on sneak attack say very specifically that the sneak attack damage is the damage type of the weapon you used.
Mm.
Yep. But I believe it also works the same. So, like, a monk's deflect missiles can, if it stops the arrow, it stops the sneak as well.
Yeah.
But we're getting off topic.
Yeah,
Rogue
sorry.
is fun.
Rogues are very
Rogue is
fun.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's his turn. He's going to pull another arrow and get ready to shoot again. And she's going to try not to let him. Her turn. She, for her action, is going to reach out and, kind of like grabbing a cloak, grab the space around her and fold it around herself, and send herself invisible with her invisible passage.
Ah, is that bonus action?
It is an action.
Ah, okay. She can't do much. She can just move away.
Yeah. If you could hear her, you'd hear her running like hell.
In
But
which
you
direction?
But you can't hear her.
True.
Did I miss an attack of
You can't do that if she's invisible. Or with disadvantage, maybe.
Nope, you can't see her. And her invisible passage is specific. She leaves no trace of her passing. Only be traced by magic.
Coward!
But that means we have our culprit.
For this attack, yeah.
No. For the disappearance of the children.
Mm,
Because that's the exact same way the others got away.
true, but why would she be here playing with a wolf instead of with
She's
the
a
children?
hag. They're enjoying bullshittery.
Oh, okay.
Are you-
Can she make others invisible too? Like,
Roll me an Arcana to see if you know enough.
I'm
Belkin does not. Yanak knows nothing about hags.
pop and say, do you know?
If we're out of initiative, I'm just gonna flitter up to my brother. Sister, sorry.
Is anyone going to try and follow her in any way before I call initiative?
What do I know about hags?
Arcana roll, please.
Back.
Can I help him?
If you're proficient,
I am proficient, yes.
then yes, you may. Or you may roll yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have +3.
Actually, Dot and Robin, you are Fey creatures, hags are Fey. You're both welcome to roll an Arcana or History.
Ooh.
With
Yes,
advantage?
Oh, wait.
One of you could roll with advantage, or both of you without.
I'll let you roll with advantage.
Okay. I have +3.
That's more than I do.
Yep.
Okay. Between you, Ezra, you know a few things about hunting hags. You don't want to let them escape, you know that much. They can vanish without trace. Different hags have different methods. You probably don't know anything about their sub-races specifically, because you are not a Fae. Dottie, however, is a Fae. So green hags are lesser creatures. They rely on like mundane invisibility. You're pretty confident that they can make themselves and anything they're carrying disappear, but not other creatures.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they're also very singular creatures, individual.
Right, that was what I was getting at. Am I going to chase this hag into a coven of hags?
You might find 2 or 3 hags at most, but beyond that, and they'll start to fight. So the ghost description of multiple men, maybe it's an illusion, maybe it's not.
Good. I don't know if we're capable of taking on 3 hags, potentially.
There might not
We are.
be 3 hags. Might just be 1. But why would she... I mean... I'm confused about the wolf. Why would she play with a
Yeah.
wolf?
It seems strange when she's got like 3 kids back at home that she could be chewing on.
Yeah.
Like, why is she
Maybe she
thriving on
wasn't
this?
luring the wolf. Maybe she was luring something else.
Could we
Like
be
us.
Using the wolf.
children?
Hmm.
Out of character.
Yes.
Were we right thinking that she was the fake wolf to draw the wolf into the trap?
Out of character, the fake wolf was an illusion.
Yeah.
So...
It was a
yeah.
combination of illusory magics, because she can cast those at will, and they have a skill called mimicry, which allows them to imitate wild creatures.
Okay.
But because it was her overlaying that, there was a slight
delay.
delay. Yeah.
So maybe the first whimper we heard was the wolf falling into the trap, and then the rest was her just mimicking it.
Yeah.
But why
Well-
did she trap the wolf?
You can infer that she lured the wolf, or you can think something else. You're pretty sure the whining, though, was all the injured wolf.
I want to know who hurt this wolf.
I mean, she did by luring him here. Or did you ask if you wonder if she hurt this wolf?
No, I think I asked if she actually lured the wolf into the trap. I don't
I
think
mean-
that's confirmed, is it?
It's not confirmed. However,
It's probable.
after the fight, after Yannick gives up after a couple more arrows, he'll walk up and kind of look at the trap, snap a couple of them off, and find that these spikes are basically, they're like arrow tinder, owl dowel. That's been kind of snapped off, sharpened, and dug into the ground. It's a very cruel and pointless trap.
Okay.
Not something that the local hunters would use. And he'll call it a torture instrument.
It's very haggy.
It's very haggis.
Okay. Right. Onwards! I'm chasing
them.
that hag.
While you think through what's going next, I think it's a good time to take our 15-minute break.
Yes,
KK.
I have cinnamon rolls downstairs and they are calling my name.
Okay. Then I'll see you all at half.
Your cinnamon roll.
I wish. I'm gonna want that one.
God, I already do. I didn't realise how much weight I've put on over lockdown. Yeah.
I have a nice cheesecake waiting for me.
Shut
All
up,
right.
thin boy.
Richard, I'll see you all in 15.
Bye.
See you in a minute.
I'm here.
Unsure. Yeah, it looks like. I think.
Is Luke there?
Uh,
No, I don't think he
Nope.
is back. No.
Never mind. Sorry.
Yes, cool.
So before Luke comes back, I think the plan is we let him charge into the hag's nest and we go the other way.
Fun.
If we manage to
No,
find the nest. Because you said that she doesn't leave any trace behind, so how are we gonna find it?
Let's go.
Hey, Luke.
Hey.
So Luke is charging headfirst into the hag's nest, while everybody else follows behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. We got your back, buddy.
Oh.
There goes Groovy.
Rich, my Instagram won't open your message.
Oh, really? Try reloading it again or something.
Because it keeps saying, try again later. We limit how often you can do certain things on Instagram to protect our community.
Oh no, what have you been doing?
I don't know.
I'll screenshot it and send it to you.
This is what I'm getting.
Actually, I'll put it on Discord because everyone else can see it as well.
It won't let me see.
Did you unfollow a lot of people?
No, I've not done anything.
Unliked anything?
Nope. Just trying to open a message.
No idea.
Maybe it's because Richard said pussies.
Oh, why does Discord not want to let me send this picture now? Alright, I'll screenshot it and send it to you.
Oh, it's lagging out. I'm gonna have to delete the message. Yeah, it won't let me off that message. Anyway.
Okay. So, jokes aside, because I don't know what was joke, what wasn't, what is your group's plan? You have a still injured direwolf, a fleeing hag, and children to find.
I wanna follow the hag.
Can we take care of the wolf first?
Oh yeah, true.
So it doesn't bleed out?
How are you planning? That's cool. It's not bleeding out. It's just injured now.
Oh, it's every time Richard replies to me.
Huh.
Oh, never mind.
We can never speak again.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Okay, so what did you say, Coco? Sorry.
The wolf isn't bleeding out, but it is still injured.
Okay, I'm not wasting healing on it. Sorry, guys.
Alright. He's fine now.
I have one spell slot.
No,
No, I
we're going
don't. I
after
have
the
none.
hags.
I have none. Yeah, because how long is Divine Smite?
Divine Smite, Divine Favor.
Yeah, that one. Sorry. Up to
1 minute.
Has a minute passed?
It will have done very soon.
Fuck. Okay, so. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Honestly, smiting once is like 4 hits from Divine Favor.
Alright, okay.
But okay, how are you planning to try and follow the hag?
That's what I asked, because we don't...
I did see where she last went. I'll
Did
check
you?
for.
She just went invisible and ran away. We didn't see her.
Yeah, but
we cannot trace her.
But she doesn't leave footprints. But do I again find those bloody little sticks that were broken. Some,
Or
at
any
least.
blood
If she's in a
spots on the
hurry,
floor?
If you go ahead and make me a survival check.
she might not have been that careful. Survival. With 8 or just...
Yeah,
It's probably on my own.
Probably on your own.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, you knew
Nope.
enough about hags, so I will read you the passage. While invisible, she leaves no physical evidence of her passage, so she can be tracked only by magic. She does not leave clipped twigs. She does not leave blood. She leaves no physical evidence of her passage.
That was not her traces that we were tracking. If she leaves nothing behind.
Unless the child
And,
broke
and
them.
she can only make herself invisible, not others as well.
So she can make things she's carrying invisible.
She could carry a child.
But in that case, that object would also leave no physical passage. Like physical evidence.
It was not her that stole the children.
Okay. Well then, back to the other trail, hopefully. But there isn't really one. I'll fly up again and see if I see anything interesting.
Can we try tracking her magically?
I mean, I can see if I can sense any arcana. Like traces. Because you said we can't track her with physical stuff, but magically maybe.
I will say it's fresh enough that you don't even need to roll. You'll be able to tell that something happened at the point she vanished.
Hmm.
But following it,
Oh, yeah.
You'd need detect magic of some kind.
Yeah.
How does no one have detect magic?
I don't know.
How did that happen?
Is detect magic a first level spell?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna prepare it next time then.
You don't even need to prepare it if you have it. You just need to know it. You just need to have it in your book
I don't
as a wizard.
know it. I have 6 known spells and I don't have the detect magic.
Why didn't you take that as a wizard?
Wait, let me see if I can learn it detect magic.
You certainly can.
I mean,
Yeah, but not just like that.
but I don't know.
You'll have to
I
find
can
a
only
book.
learn 6 spells, right? At first
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
And I do have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 spells learned.
You'll also have your sorcerer's spells.
I can learn 2 spells from that. And
Yeah,
I did
so-
learn 2.
Yeah. So you'll have 8 spells known. All of them will be first level.
Yep.
But you can find a book and copy detect magic over
I mean, I can.
if we find a book.
I can prepare it at a long rest.
No.
If you don't know it in your spell book, you can't prepare it.
Ah, okay, then
Yeah.
when the next level up.
Depends if you want to go wizard or sorcerer.
Both can get detect
Don't worry,
magic.
it's okay. Yeah, but only one can do it. Can
Ritually.
then cast it with his ritual. Yeah.
No, wait.
Both-
It
Don't
has
worry.
concentration for.
And 10 minutes. Both ritual cast. Both sorcerer and wizard ritual cast.
No, sorcerer don't.
Yeah, I only have C for sorcerer.
1 second.
Sorcerers cannot ritual cast. I have played a lot of sorcerer. Just
You
like
may be
warlock,
right.
you can't ritual cast.
But if I learn the spell.
You can't ritual cast it if it's a sorcerer spell.
Aye.
Can
It's
I
real stupid, but-
interject here?
Oh, that's why you have ritual caster feat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, someone wanted to interject?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that right now we're trying to find her while she's vanished as of this moment. But is there a way we can trace her past movements? She wouldn't have come to this place using the same means that she's left if she wasn't being followed.
Maybe ask the wolf for help.
A good point.
Slight thing, I was confusing sorcerers with clerics. Clerics get ritual cast, sorcerers don't.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, every whole caster gets ritual casting other than the sorcerer.
Warlock.
Not a full caster. At least I don't consider it that, like, not a normal caster.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, for your question, Rich, you can make a survival check if you're looking for physical passage.
Yeah.
And warlocks can get it earlier than sorcerers can.
Yeah, back to the chain.
No,
Sorry, not back to the chain. Tome.
Yeah, I can ritual cast, yeah.
Okay, looking around, you'll find the signs of your fight, but you'll find that prior to her appearance, she did not leave anything you can find, suggesting that she did indeed come to this place via that same method.
Piece of shit witch.
Do we know where me and Robin, do we know their usual haunts, like where they live or where they hideouts, like caves, things like that?
Caves, hollowed out trees, old abandoned shacks in the woods. Think creepy wood place, and you'll probably find a green hag.
Can I see something like that along, like, from a bird's eye view?
That would be a perception check.
Can me and Uti do the same from the other side, like Robin checking this side, I'm checking this side, or something? Like, so we can have a more than we have like an 180 degrees check?
Yeah, you can both have a look around, one in one direction, one in the other.
Okay.
Trying to think. Yeah. This is a strange one because you're looking for something specific, right? Yeah, go ahead. Robin, straight across. Hootie with advantage.
Yeah. Oof, nice.
Okay. To your south, you can see small water veins, like tributaries feeding into the river. You can see a few rises. To the north, you can see in the distance a line of hills, kind of on the edge of the forest. Trying to see like underground caves or like riverside caves, hollowed out trees. You can't pick any obvious ones out within like the half-mile radius around you.
But probably at least a hollowed out tree, at least if it belongs to a hag, maybe it has some discoloring on the leaves or something.
Reasonable thing. You'll see a few dead trees. You'll see a few dead trees, but most of them are either collapsed or thin, like spindly trees, not big enough to house a hag. Now, as you're doing this, Ezra and Dusk, what are you two up to?
I'm not really like magically inclined.
I'm just trying to contemplate where the hag might have gone to.
Yeah, same.
mean, does this raised bit in the middle, does it have any significance that I could maybe look into?
On a brief glance, it looks natural. If you're going to look more deeply, what are you looking for?
Again, I'm trying to see if there's maybe any religious purpose to it, if it's ever been used for like an altar.
Okay. Please go ahead and make me a religion roll. Alright. This place screams druid. Like, druid, circle, wet dream. Yeah. If it's ever been used, it's invariably going to have been used for something like a congregation of druids gathering here, camping, doing what they do, then moving on. There doesn't seem to be any signs on the stone or any, like, permanent marks left. So your experience with religion, probably not.
So right now, it wouldn't really have any significance into what we're looking for.
If it does, not that you can tell. And out of character, no, I'm not going to do that. No.
Oh.
No mystery of the druids here.
There's enough mysteries already.
Okay, then I got nothing for now.
How is the time of the day going?
Probably been walking around for probably about another hour after you left the shack by this point. Getting here, well, no, hour and a half now because you had the short rest. Getting here, fighting, looking around. 3:30, 4 p.m.
So we can go a little bit more before we need to take a long rest.
You're
No.
maybe 3 hours from town at this point.
Should we return to town, ask more questions?
Let's stay here for a little bit longer, for until 5 p.m. about.
Okay.
See if someone starts a fire somewhere.
Okay.
Is the wolf still with us?
The wolf has not gone anywhere. Its left leg is injured, and it doesn't look like it's going to be able to hunt for a few days.
And I
we
cannot. We cannot heal him.
I cannot yet. I need one more level.
Yeah.
I can heal him, but I don't want to waste the spell slot.
I mean, if we're going back to town anyway, you're gonna get a long rest anyway, so.
Sure.
Look,
Yeah, but we're not sure we're going back. At least not yet.
Yeah.
I mean, is it worthwhile going back to town or going to the next town?
Does ever have any more lay on hands points?
Yeah.
4 more probably, or 5.
F5. Okay, I'll go and pop 5 more into Balto.
Okay.
Can
I'll
I-
feed him an apple
would
as
it-
well.
Would it be possible to make like a small, with druid craft, like a small, what's the word?
Bandage?
Not really a bandage. I mean, maybe a little bit of a bandage, like those things that you put wood and bandage on broken stuff.
A splint.
A splint, yeah, on the wolf's foot.
Pretty easily. Yeah.
And maybe some snow for cold, you know?
Yeah.
Try and help him. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, easily enough. And it'll be a bit suspicious to start with, but eventually rationalize what you're trying to do and cooperate.
I just pat. Can I show him my hand then and just maybe pat him a little bit? Like gentle taps on his fur.
Yeah. Good. I mean, animal handling. Just see how you.
I able with that?
Are you proficient?
No, but have a +4.
If you're not proficient, you're not
Yeah,
proficient.
I know.
It's fine.
There we
okay,
go.
he likes you.
Yay!
And because of the healing from Ezra, he'll associate Ezra's touch with healing.
Oh.
So he's warming to the two of you quite quickly.
Yay.
I'd like to go pet him as well a bit before I go take another look up. Good boy.
He will not be
The
too
biggest
sure.
boy.
Not be too sure of you. And Dusk, he eyes very warily.
It's a running theme, I think.
Not aggressively. You did help pull him off of the spikes, but he's not quite as sure.
Yeah, I did too.
I'll feed him an apple. That usually works.
Give him a ration, more like.
It's a wolf.
He'll sniff the apple, start chewing on it. Doesn't seem to enjoy it very much, but he probably hasn't eaten in a while, so he will eat it.
I'll give him some meat from one of my rations.
Oh, you're a meat-eating fairy.
No, I just have meat with me for such reasons.
Okay.
No, I usually go for berries and shit like that, but
How old is it?
I mean, if we make ourselves smaller, we can
I
just
usually
eat one berry or 2 berries and we're full.
I usually replenish at a city. Like rations aren't that expensive, and I usually just have about 3 or so, like 3 that are really fresh, just with dried meat, and the others that are a bit older. I give him one of the fresher ones. At least the meat of it.
So it's probably a couple of days old then, because you didn't make it point in town. But
Yeah,
it's still
true.
edible. It'll eat it.
And it's still dried meat.
He'll eat
Ooh,
it.
wait. No.
There's one
I'm a
last thing
far
I'd
traveler,
like
not
to
an
try.
outlander.
Sorry, what's up, Rich?
I would say there's one more thing I'd like to try.
Okay.
Would Dusk have come across dire wolves in his studies?
Anybody who's studied about travelling will know about direwolves. They aren't as common as regular wolves, but they're more dangerous than regular wolves.
Okay.
Like, you tell your kids, be careful of the wolves because they'll eat you. Be careful of dire wolves because they'll chase
Eat
you
the
down.
parents.
They'll eat the wolves that eat you.
Do they have any other properties to them other than being big and mean? Like, are they magical in any sense?
They are not. They are standard beasts. Big
Okay.
beasts, but
So they're just
Yeah.
large wolves.
yeah, think of it as like an expanded food chain.
I still want to pet him and tell him he's a good boy.
Young direwolves are not as big, and they are quite fluffy. But, yeah, your time will pass. 5 o'clock will come. The sun will start to dim. What would you like to do?
Alright, fly up to again about 120, 150 feet.
Same with Hootie.
And check for...
No, just Hootie. I'm not leaving the wolf side at the moment. Just Hootie.
Okay. Hootie can make a perception with advantage, and Robin one straight across. Probably the last perception check for now.
Fair.
Good roll.
Hootie!
Okay.
Both of you looking around. Takes a couple of minutes, but for a couple of minutes you start to see maybe 6-7 miles west a thin, very thin plume of smoke start to frame itself against the dying sun.
6
Any
or
guesses
7
on what the source
miles where?
could be?
West.
Is it more
I-
like?
a
Does
little
it
bit
more look?
southwest. Sorry, go ahead.
Does it look more like a fire from a small fireplace, or some accident, or maybe more of? Does it might have come from a beast or something?
It looks very much like a campfire. And
Just making sure.
mostly west, a little bit south, Dottie.
Okay.
That's where we head, I'd say.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, so just an FYI, to cover that distance in the forest, you guys are looking at about 3 hours. A little bit longer if you're taking the wolf with you.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna fly on Hootie because she has dark vision.
very good, very good.
So is that we're taking the wolf with us, or are we leaving him?
Ask him. We're not gonna make him come with
If
us
he's
if he doesn't
following
want
us?
to.
He will try and follow you. As long as you don't move too quickly, he will keep up.
So, half movement, longer time to get there. If we want him to follow us.
I'd say so.
Okay.
They are very perceptive beasts.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
When I can find it.
That's fine.
I mean, now that he's part of the group, now you're gonna heal him, right?
I just want him to keep up with us. Oh my gosh, I'm pressing on it and it's not working.
Move on to the actual window itself, and it'll probably tell you what level do you want to cast it at.
Okay. I'm trying to cast it at level 1, but
Huh.
Reload? Or just roll the dice?
Yeah, probably better just to roll the dice 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
okay.
Actually, try this. Move on to your front page, and
Yeah.
in amongst your weapons, you'll probably find Healing Word. Give that a click, and then when it says what level, just click first level.
Yeah, it's not bringing that extra box up for some reason. Oh, wait, no, I'm on a different page, that's why. There we go. It's because I've got 2 windows open for it.
Nice.
Okay,
Good.
so you cast that with the splint. You'll be able to move mostly normally. It's not going to be able to move like its normal pace. It's a forest animal. So you are still going to be moving in woodland.
Mhm.
But you'll be able to move at your normal pace if you do.
Okay. So wait, is the sling now obstructing its movement, or is it still needed?
Still needed.
Okay.
Mechanically, you found it when it was on 5 health. And you've healed it back up to 22.
Nice.
Which is still not full.
Mm.
But more than half, I'm guessing.
It's nearly full.
Ah, okay.
That's
It has
more hit
28.
points than all of us put together.
Yes, it does. It is a direwolf.
Yeah, direwolves are chunky.
All right. Heading out to the west and south, The sky starts to darken. The woods start to come alive with woodland nightlife. Bugs, bats, small birds that will eventually go to sleep. A couple of times you'll be sure you saw a serpent of some kind slipping away from you. And in the distance, the odd howl. About an hour into your journey heading west, you will find what you were looking for earlier, Robin. Not exactly a cave, but a collapsed dead tree shielding an opening underground. In this, you'll find the remnants of hag blood and what looks to be about a dozen dog-like skeletons, picked clean and tossed to the side.
Ugh.
Groovy just had a.
So the witches eat wolves, dogs, and dire wolves. You're right.
Is it like? Is there only like? Is there any evidence of a hag or more hags living there, or was it picked clean?
Based on the size, you wouldn't think it would be comfortable for any more than one humanoid-sized creature living there.
Okay.
And as you approach, the direwolf limping a bit behind you. Here's Gravy back. You'll get close, then stop. Stand tall, hackles up, start to growl, almost whine towards the skeletons.
Oh no, it's his family. Or I don't know. Is it a girl or a boy?
It has the goods. It is a man. It is a male
Okay.
wolf.
How far
Robin,
away are we?
Can you check if the skulls are trapped in any way? I'll check if they're magically trapped, and you check if they're physically trapped.
What does the blood trail? Or is it...
It pools a little bit, as though she came here to bandage herself up, then legged it.
Then what?
Legged it.
Ran.
Oh.
England.
Yeah.
I thought you said licked it, like... I... What? Like, what? Like, I guess, yeah, you do lick your wounds, but not after you've bandaged them.
Looking around, not even needing a roll, you're pretty sure that there's no traps. You couldn't live in a place in a little nook this small with traps without setting them off yourself.
Okay, so Dot is gonna ask the others if they can bring the skulls outside. She's gonna bring one as well and look at the wolf, like trying to see what they should do with them.
Its tail will go straight down between its legs as you do. It'll shy back just a little bit.
Bury them.
Yeah.
You'll find a couple of the skulls are a lot older, and the kind of remnants of flesh that keep them in one piece have rotted away. And those skulls will collapse a bit when you pick them up. A couple of them seem a lot fresher, and they look very direwolf-esque. Maybe half again as long as the younger wolf with you.
Even smaller.
No, half again. Bigger.
Okay.
Like, mechanically, they are the bones of a borderline large creature.
His parents. Maybe his family.
Or older siblings.
Maybe. But his pack.
Yeah.
Probably.
Family, yeah. Pack.
Mom and Dad.
I just hug the wolf gently, like trying to comfort him.
It'll accept it. It will not take its eyes off the bones.
Yeah.
I'll start digging down a bit. just with my hands.
Okay. It'll take you half an hour if you want to do it, but you'll be able to bury the bones easily enough.
Can I help with druidcraft? Like, move the earth a little bit?
Does Druidcraft allow that?
I don't know.
I think
No,
you need
but-
to move Earth.
What it probably could do though is
Make a
If-
nice thingy, like some
Uh,
flowers after we
and-
bury them and such.
not just that, make some of the roots maybe retreat a bit so it is easier to dig.
Ah, yeah, that too.
All right. I mean, you've still got like a dozen corpses,
Yeah.
even if they are only bones.
Do you get druidcraft from being a furry?
Yeah.
Right, I was gonna say, how have you both got that?
And we both have fairy fire 1 use a day per long rest, and then is a spell.
And-
If we use a spell slot.
Yeah. I use it on our flail snail fight, the
Yeah.
free one.
So,
Once the bones are buried, and you like set flowers around it or whatever you're going to do.
Yeah, can I also are there any seeds around?
A few, yeah.
I take one or two of the seeds and like make small trees grow like so that they're in the shade. Just prettify the burial site basically with my druidcraft.
And what were you going to say, Luke?
I was just saying that we have found dead direwolves, but no hag, right?
Correct. Once the bones are buried, the wolf will kind of walk over to them, sniff around a little bit, raise its good back leg, and start peeing on them.
Okay.
My germs! Okay, so he's left his mark on his family.
Carrying on. Are you guys going to continue to the west?
Yeah.
Okay. Carrying on. Nothing more kind of delays your travel. Darkness has pretty much fully set by the time you start to hear, I won't say catcalling, but like rambunctious cheering, yelling, jeering, almost, as in J-E-E-L.
Mm.
As there is a gathering of what seems to be common-speaking entities at this point, maybe half a mile, 100 yards through the trees. And at this point, you can clearly see the soft, rhythmic glow of a campfire.
Alright. Else, I would like to sneak up ahead a bit through the trees again.
Okay. How are you all approaching this? Because I'm about to pull you to another map.
Are we attempting to stealth again, or
Just
I
to
am,
see what they're
definitely.
doing. Yeah, I'm gonna fly like 90 feet up with Hootie.
not bad?
So stealth for me to like
Yes.
glide
Nothing,
quietly.
nothing for Hootie, but for you.
Yeah. Nope. Not for me either.
Then it will be Robin, Dusk, Belkin, and Yenak. So Yenak. So the 19, so that is a 25. Belkin, it's also a 19.
You want me to roll stealth?
Yes, please.
Good. Wow, I'm always rolling pretty shit on stealth.
Oh,
Okay, so a 25, a 20, 2 15s, a 5, and a 6.
I hate stealth.
Overall, and the wolf, who I'm going to roll at disadvantage because of his foot. It's a 12 and an 8, so that puts it, I believe, a little bit higher.
How am I rolling so shit? I have a +9 to stealth.
12.
Fucking hell.
Happens.
Okay. So as you approach, the smells of cooking, like old cooking, as though they'd finished a while ago. And as you get a little bit closer, you start to hear another sound. Actually, 2 more sounds among the jeering and the loud behaviour. The first is the slight whinny of horses, you think. Not like loud, but more as though they're like starting to sleep. And then just running underneath all of this noise, the very thin sniffles of a small humanoid crying.
Child.
A child.
A dwarf.
They're not hag. Are they? Ooh. What? Is it? Is that?
Are they half orcs or something?
I don't know. I was gonna say, is it an orc?
They're Vistani.
Hui?
Them,
Who we're after.
a large guy who appears to be in charge. Or looks to be a wolf. A large wolf, perhaps even a dire wolf. Currently sat on the leader's lap. And the children and horses, as you can see.
I can't see that. Oh, no. Where are we? We're there. Okay.
Now, there is bright light coming from the campfire. And I'm aware that we're maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes from session end, at most. So, what are you doing?
I yelled, "Come and get it, boys!" I'm just kidding. I don't.
I kind of would like to shoot the big guy.
I think to get in a fight with them right now would be not a good idea.
Why not?
We need
Well,
to
the
recharge
advantage.
our spells and HP.
We're not going to be able to do a long rest here.
Yeah, we're really not. We currently have the advantage of surprise.
I think we could if they don't know we're actually here.
I mean,
We can all ready an attack on each on one of them.
we could either do that. I mean, shall we vote? Because we could potentially go back and set up a little camp if we need to recharge spells.
Yeah, but by that time they might have fucked off again.
They seem to have been here for a while because they've got 3 kids. I don't know.
There
Yeah,
were
but-
3 kids missing.
Yeah,
There's
but
only
the
one
3
kid
kids-
here.
There's 3 kids there.
There's 3 kids.
Is there 3 kids there? Okay.
Yeah.
But they might now roll out now that they have 3 kids.
Yeah, true. I was just saying, like, they obviously didn't acquire 3 kids in one night, did they?
No, it was over the course of 3 kidnappings.
In the span of how many days / week?
About a week.
So they've
However-
been here a while.
Something I will point out, because either you would notice or Yannick will point out. You can see 6 humans. Well, they look like humans at least. A wolf and some kids. The kids are in cages. The horses are tethered elsewhere. There are too many tents for the amount of people you see.
Ah, scrap.
So they're either out looking for more kids or they're looking for more kids, so they need more tents.
Then
Or
what do we
they're-
do?
No, there are more
In the
guys.
tents.
Yeah.
Do we... Oh, right, yeah, they're in the tents. I was going to say, if they're out, like, scouting, do we take these guys on now and hope they don't come back? Or...
Also, a slight reminder, there was no kidnapping last night.
Yes.
Which means the next kidnapping will be
Today. Tomorrow, or at least.
tomorrow, I think, is it?
Yeah.
Every 2 days?
Midnight tonight, if it follows the trend.
Oh, that means they might be out already. They might currently be out. If we take them out, if we take the guys here out, we only have so many to worry about right now. Then we can wait for the rest to come.
Yeah.
What time is it currently again?
It was about 5, then you set off this way, had the delay, so you're looking about 9.
So they've got 3 hours to get into town and kidnap a child and get back. So are we assuming that they would have left by now to go and kidnap child?
Depends where they
Yeah.
have to go. If they're used to the woods, they could get to the old shack inside of 2 hours. If they're not used to the woods, it'll take them as long as you took.
Does
But
it
they
look-
also have to get into the town to kidnap a child before that.
No, they have some means of luring them out.
Yeah.
Which I imagine would take time, though, because the child still has to get to the shack.
I know we're certain that the hag's not the child capture. Row.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we definitely are.
Okay. It's up to you guys. I've no spell slots, but there's not much that I can do with spell slots anyway.
I mean,
apart from
you're
slide,
more
so-
melee.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm fine. I've
And
got no
our
way
resident
of
warlock does have his bread and butter is a cantrip.
Yeah. And I
I
have
still
one
have
spell
fairy
slot
fire.
left.
Mm.
I still have Fairy Fire to offer as well.
If
And I have
we-
I have 3 spells that I did not use any of my spells.
If we get low, all I have is 2 healing hand points. I've no lay on hands, and I've no
Then
fucking
let's
spell
make
slots.
sure we don't get low. As I said, we have the element of surprise. If we all work together here,
Guys, we can't take them out. If we're quick about it,
What?
they won't see us coming until they're dead.
Yeah. Bear in mind, like, I'm going to be in the center of all of this. I only have 18 hit points left.
then let's use the range currently
Okay.
that we currently have.
I can use a chaos bolt on one of them.
It might jump over. Yeah.
No, I can only make a ranged spell attack against one creature in range.
No, but it might jump over. A Chaos Bolt
Oh,
has the
oh,
possibility
oh.
to jump.
Oh, cool.
I'm good with whatever you guys want to do.
I can probably take out one instantly, and the rest I can Fairy Fire. No, not all of them, but many of them.
Is that Robin's confidence, or... Because we're not rolling the best.
True,
Whatever
but with
we do-
advantage. And we have another skilled rogue with us.
True.
We've got a decent team.
Yeah.
We've even action economy wise, we're probably pretty much the same up.
At this point, I will say your decision is going to be on a bit of a timer, because as you're talking, anyone who can see it will see that the wolf sat by the chief's
Can
legs
smell us.
starts to perk up.
Okay.
Okay,
We have to
so
get going.
with that, I'm just going to move into this tree line very slowly while the ranged guys do their thing, just so I'm not a million miles away.
Yeah, I'm gonna. If
I'll
we're,
get into
if
the
we're
tree.
doing, I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt on this guy here.
Okay, we'll prepare, I'd say. So
Okay.
everyone
Yeah,
basically
we're
a
not gonna be able to
surprise
do that.
round.
Okay,
We
shall
probably
we-
can get one off, right?
Should we do the surprise round then start?
That's a good idea. I will say,
Surprise
preparing-
round, roll for initiative, then stop.
yep. As you're preparing, well, surprise rounds work on initiative.
Ah.
As the wolf perks up, so too does the human leader. As he will be alert by the time your surprise round goes off. His companions, the one closest to him picks up on it, but the other 4 do not.
Not surprised. Sorry, surprised, surprised, surprised. Not surprised, not surprised, not surprised.
Correct. And there's another one over here, another human.
Am I, though, hidden from stealthing?
Your roll was
A 15.
a 15. I'll have to roll his individual perception to see if he can make you out.
The wolf has a straight, but he, I'd say, has a disadvantage, right? Because he cannot smell it. And the wolf can only do so much to say, like, yeah, over there.
As far as you're aware, he looks like a normal human.
I'm gonna like nod to the gang on the stealth attack, surprise attack, and say like, you can leave this one because then at least I might be able to deal with him in the next turn. But if you're gonna shoot people, go.
Yeah,
for
you
the
can
ones-
get to him. 30
Yeah,
feet.
go for the ones further away because I can't deal with those.
Okay.
So can we do it?
We take out the leader as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some initiative rolls to see how this goes down. His will
Ugh,
be...
ouch!
Okay, so your roll is that, his is that. So, first roll will be... And because he is at disadvantage... Okay,
We are bad.
Robin, as you're looking to track to see who can see you, who can't, the regular guy who picks up on his boss's alertness starts spinning, looking around wildly. He does not see any of you. The boss, however, looks around a second, then following the wolf's eye line, picks out your group.
I'm 90 feet up in the air
Whole
with,
group?
with
Oh,
Hooty,
right.
though.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh
I
yeah, and
am-
I'm not that high.
Yeah, I said when we were traveling that I was traveling 90 feet up in the air
Oh.
with Hooty.
Okay, so he won't pick you out. He won't pick out anybody who has a stealth of 18 or higher.
Yeah, fuck, because I rolled fucking shit!
Oh, so Richie's initiative was 15. The
That's
first
cool.
roll.
I just realised the sheets are not edited, so this should be a 1.16.
Him not being surprised makes it really annoying for me now. With my fucking awful stealth check.
Whatever we do, we need to do it fast because.
Alright, I know what I'm going to do.
Super quick one. With a javelin, it says range 30 and 120. What does that mean?
Disadvantage 120.
Yeah, so your regular range is up to 30 foot. If you want to throw it further, you're at long range and at disadvantage.
Up to 120. Right, okay.
But that, but at 120, if you have advantage on a surprise target, it cancels out.
Yes. Oh my
Okay.
god, your initiative rolls. What the hell? All the
Yeah.
bandits.
Our initiative rolls are really bad.
But they don't see us, right?
I have a +5 to initiative.
Okay. Wolf
I'm gonna-
acts normally. It is going to run around and take some cover behind here and get ready to pounce.
What
Next,
are
Vistani?
the... Sorry, what are the Yannick and
Oh, good.
Falcons, so I can get them into my initiative order.
There's a 16 for Yannick. And... an 11 for Belkin.
Okay, sorry.
No worries. First, Vistani was surprised, is no longer surprised. Second, Vistani, what is not surprised, but can't see anyone. So he's going to step to the side.
Yeah.
He is going to pull out a scimitar and get ready. Okay, so still, I'm just going to do this. What's a good surprised marker? That's surprised. Oh god, where did that go? Sorry about this. Where the hell did that go?
Rich.
Yeah.
Do you know what you want to do on your first round?
No, because you guys are relying heavily on stealth, and I don't have that.
No, we're not. They know we're here. Stuff.
You know where? Okay.
Yeah.
Only the wolf and the big guy.
Well, they don't. Yeah, they don't actually. Not all of them know where we are, but they're not surprised. A lot of them.
Yannick is going to take a shot at this guy here. Because he can do so with advantage while still being able to move. And
Nice.
he's going to move to...
Go, Yannick.
So, that's an 8. That's a 17. Which is more than enough. So, longbow and sneak attack. Fire... Okay, shot takes him in the throat and downs him.
Nice.
Okay, so then he is going to try and use his bonus action to hide. So that is... What is his plus? So it's an 18 to try and hide, which is currently enough. Next bandit is no longer surprised. Dusk.
Do your thing.
Yes, but I'm not going to be able to take anyone down in one shot.
Don't worry
never
about
know.
it. We're going to have to fight them now anyway.
Okay, so they definitely know we're here.
They know we're somewhere. One of them's dead. Something's happening.
Rips.
Yeah, one of them has an arrow sticking straight from his throat.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to see. How close I can get while still being in cover.
What are you planning on doing?
I'm planning on casting Thaumaturgy,
What's the range of
increasing. It's 30 feet
Yeah, no,
from
you
where I am.
can't.
So that's why I'm trying to see if I can move and then cast it.
You can only get like...
But I think here is double movement because it's
Yeah,
up.
it's up as. Yeah.
As if you're just going down, then you won't necessarily need to do double movement, but I will ask you to make an athletics check.
Oh wait,
to see if
this goes down.
that goes down.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
You have elevation.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Did not know that.
If you could get like 1, 2 of them.
Okay.
You go straight down.
I'm gonna cancel that idea. So I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on. Well, I can do that up to 60 feet. So I can get that guy and this guy at 50 feet. So I'll do the one furthest away.
Okay.
Wait, which ones are alerted right now? Sorry.
All of the ones you see
All
here.
of them.
The only unalerted one is this guy with the horses, which was appropriate. And the other one was, well, dead.
Okay, I'll do it on the one closest to the center, so this guy.
Okay. Go ahead, roll your damage, as he will fail, and the ringing in his ears will start to cause him to bleed. Not to death, however. As he starts drooling blood.
Cool.
Anything else you would like to do?
No, I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay. Belkin's turn is simple. He is going to try and Sacred Flame the closest one. As he... this is not what he's happy with. He's just going to knee-jerk. Yeah, Richard, do you need to walk your dog?
I do.
I mean, we're finishing now at least.
Yeah, just
This
get
round,
this
we
round
just
out of
finished
the
this
way.
round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Okay, Pillar of Flame drops down and starts and almost incinerates the bandit in one shot. As he takes full damage and fails, but they have more than 8 health.
Which one?
This one, as
Okay.
he is scorched. Let's put bloodied. There we go. Belkin's then going to duck down back here, realize the Yanak's hiding there, squeak, and move a bit further back. As shout out to Neutral Party, who makes some great maps.
This does look amazing, yeah.
They're really good, really simple battle maps. But, okay. The commander, the leader, is going to get up and pull from behind him a long, heavy, thick-limbed crossbow. And is going to aim it. Yeah, he's going to track onto the big lump of metal starting to run towards his people. Ezra. I think this is the first crit the party is receiving of the campaign.
Oof.
Oh shit, and from him, no less.
Ezra, you will take minimum damage from a heavy crossbow crit for 5 points of piercing damage.
Oh, thank God.
That was lucky.
He's then going to duck behind a tent as well.
How
Terrible.
high is that tent?
The tents are about 8-9 foot high. Tall enough to stand in, but not much taller.
This is basically same level as here, right?
Yes.
This is just a ditch here. That goes up here again and then down here again.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't hit the chief, right? Because he went.
Angle. If you are at least, I think, probably 40, 45 foot up, you'd be able to see him with half cover, 60 foot for no cover.
Yeah, I can only move 30 feet.
then go for someone else.
Wait, can Hootie move and I move with her, or do I need to use my movement?
You cannot use her as a mount.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm just gonna let me see how far ahead am I. You
Her
said
as a
I
mount is
need
only swing move.
how far do I need? 60 feet, right?
60 foot for no cover, 40, 45 for half cover.
Yeah. Um. And at this disadvantage within 30 feet? Like, if I move 30 feet to him?
Your first shot will be at advantage because they have not seen you.
Yeah, I have range 120 feet for the Chaos Bolt.
Yep.
So, where do I move 40 feet so that I can at least see him?
Straight up.
Like, okay.
Oh, that would work as well.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move over here then.
Okay, you can see him crouching behind the tent.
Okay. Casting Chaos Bolt with advantage, right?
Go ahead.
Big one. I don't even know what
Oh,
it does.
you have advantage on him.
No big one. Little one.
And Tides of Chaos is worded as advantage, isn't it?
Yeah,
Would you please roll the damage type?
the damage type. You choose it.
Hit?
Wait, no, that's chill touch spells. Sorry, I'm.
No, if you roll 2d8, you can then choose from your damage.
No, I cannot choose. It
You can
chooses
choose
for
from
me.
one of those two. No, but you roll two numbers,
Oh,
and you can
I
choose
rolled
of one of those two.
That's acid. Then 9
No,
acid
no.
damage.
The d8s is what determines it.
Sorry.
So you
So
rolled a
it's a
4
4
and a 5.
5.
I
So
don't
you can choose-
know.
So you can
Gonna
say
have to
no. You
Go
already.
out now.
Okay,
It's
I
already there.
misunderstood.
Alright.
Okay, sorry.
Rick, if you need to go, then do what you
Yeah.
need to do.
Alright. Thank
See you
you.
later.
4
I'll
and
see
a
you
5.
later, guys.
Yeah, 4 and a
Alright.
5. Sorry.
Bye, bye.
No worries.
Bye. Bye.
Sorry, it went on a bit longer.
That's so either force or
Or-
lightning.
Correct.
Your choice.
Let's go for. Does he have any metal on him?
He's carrying metal weapons.
Okay, so
See-
lightning then.
Okay. The bolt will not hit him, but it will hit the tent. And the lightning is enough to start one of the tent cords alight, as it will start burning up.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else on your turn? You've moved and used an action.
Yeah. Can't do much else.
Okay. The last bandit is no longer surprised. Ezra.
Yeah. I mean, can I just? Oh, I need to move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Wait, so if I throw a javelin under 30 feet, is that bad?
No, it's better to do it that way. It's more reliable.
Okay, I'll just throw a javelin at this guy, please.
Okay. Straight across roll.
And is that... What's the damage on the throne? Is it still 1d6?
Yep.
So... Fuck me.
Oh boy.
Can we start a new campaign?
We have backup characters.
So the tree between you and him takes the javelin square to the throat. If a tree had a throat,
Fuck you, tree.
what was your target?
Yeah, the tree was the target.
As very quickly, the guy currently brushing off his burning beard looks at the tree, gives it a nod of thanks, and turns back to you guys.
That's it.
Okay, Robin.
On who do I have advantage? He
The
has
horses.
seen me, you say?
Okay.
Wait,
None
He
of-
has not seen me.
They've not seen you. None of the regular ones have seen you.
Alright.
Actually, Ezra, what was your stealth?
15.
Okay, you would have had
Yeah.
advantage on that roll. Please roll again.
Oh, I thought you said 18.
For the bandit captain. The regular guys have worse.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. You don't get dueling on this, because it's thrown.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's enough to catch him in the chest and pin him to the wagon.
Killed.
I'll be shooting that one here from the tree.
Okay.
And yeah, why not? I think I'll. Yeah, come on. Gambling! I'll go with a sharpshooter.
Gambling on a day
Although-
like this.
Although, nah, honestly, I don't need it. Nah, I don't need sharpshooter. It's overkill. It's way overkill. Go with a normal roll. Shame I would. Advantage. See?
Yeah.
On whom? On this one.
That one.
Okay. That's a direct hit, and that is precisely
Straight to the face.
as if you'd rolled one lower, you wouldn't have killed him. But he is down.
Before we stop the session, can I say that Dottie flew ahead alone and left Hooty behind just in case Hooty gets hit? Because I
That's
can
fine.
still fly, so that it doesn't matter.
No one's going to shoot an owl in combat, let's put it that
Yeah.
way. Owls are normal around here.
Yep.
Okay, still.
Also, if Hooty goes down, she doesn't like die and bleed out or something. She
I know
just
she just
poofs away,
disappears, yeah, I know, but
and you can get her back.
Okay.
ritually, do I still need the materials, or is that...
Yeah.
Yes, no, but well, I don't have the 10 gold for the materials, so...
Yeah, but it won't be too long till we do.
Okay. Anything else on your turn, Robin?
Bonus action hide?
Movement.
No, you can't yet.
No, I can't yet. Movement over here, behind the next tree trunk. Just for cover,
Okay.
as I cannot hide
Nope. Very good.
yet.
So, the end of your turn, the two horses will be kind of knocked away because they'll start to stand up, and that will be where we end the session.
Cool.
Let's hope tomorrow rolls a bit better.
What do you have
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Sorry, next time. Yeah, tomorrow too. Anytime.
Yeah.
Damn it. I honestly, like, I have multiple sets of fancy metallic dice for my Thursday campaign, where I meet people in real life. And
Yeah, I wanna roll dice
But-
manually one day too.
but almost all of them roll
Shit.
between mediocre and shit, and they're all really fancy metal dice.
Ew.
It's so annoying.
Ew, gross.
Pisses me off so much. Like,
Yeah, I have
great,
like this one. I backed up dice bound, you know,